Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death.
That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call Ghost.
How's it going, folks? And thank you for tuning in with me to another edition of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. Before we get started, I'd like to remind everybody that this is episode number 546. Episode number 546 for all the folks that are keeping track of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And please, if you could, spread this link around like wildfire and let everyone know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house, and we are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, and it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And of course, if you have not done so, please follow me on Gab, the last bastion of freedom of speech and social media today. You can follow me under that social media under the name Politics Ghost. All one word, no underscores, folks. Politics Ghost is the name to follow. And by the way, folks, if you want to be a part of the exclusive True Capitalist Radio chat room, what's going on? Happy Baller Friday to the True Capitalist Radio chat room. All you've got to do is go to my Gab right now and subscribe, baby. It's as simple as that. Go to my Gab, Politics Ghost, and subscribe, baby. It's as simple as that. We've got almost 100 people in the True Capitalist Radio official chat room. And once again, once you subscribe, go ahead and private message me right on Gab so I can give you the link to the True Capitalist Radio chat room, baby. What's going on to everybody in the True Capitalist Radio chat room? TCS. What's going on with El Don San Fernando, BN King, Soggy Taters? What's going on to Chellis? I don't know, Tucker Carlson. I don't know what Tucker Carlson is doing in there, but what's going on to Tucker Carlson? Danky Kang. What's going on to everybody in there? Once again, if you want to be a part of the True Capitalist Radio exclusive chat room, all you got to do, go to my Gab, Politics Ghost. I am verified. What's up, Fish? All you got to do is just subscribe. It's as simple as that, baby. Come on, baby. Anyway, with that being said, let's go ahead and discuss what we're going to talk about on this Baller Friday. That's right, folks. What we're going to discuss, and look, we're going to try to keep it brief. I know there's a lot of things going on in the news today, but I kind of want to let loose tonight. It's a Baller Friday. I didn't really celebrate Valentine's Day too much, so I kind of want to do that today, if you will. I might crack open a couple of brews. Now, I know that I said I've been trying to stop drinking and all this, yada, yada, yada. But it's goddamn Baller Friday, and if you know as well as I, us here at the True Capitalist Radio show, what we like to do is we like to use Baller Friday to look back on our week's labor, on our week's wages, on our week's capitalism, and bask in our success. And that's why we call today Baller Friday, to anybody who's wondering. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. And moreover, I will be kicking it in the True Capitalist Radio chat room tonight after the broadcast. So, we're going to be voice chatting, we're going to be partying, all that good stuff. So with all that being said, first hour, it's always cryptocurrency and stocks. You know, that's what the financial hour, you know that the first hour of True Capitalist Radio is always that. We're also going to talk about in the second hour, Robert Mueller's special counsel has indicted 13 Russians for meddling in U.S. elections. Now, I find this rather eerie considering the fact that yours truly has announced a couple of shows, actually several shows ago, the operation that the True Capitalist Radio chat room, the Inner Circle, and the Capitalist Army is conducting themselves in, and that's none other than Operation Spilt Vodka, in which we, the Capitalist Army, and the people that are listening to this broadcast are going to get an account on Russia's favorite social media, VK.com, and basically go incognito as a Russian in that social media. I've suggested everybody gank profiles off of those Russian mail-order bride sites, pretend that you're one of these exotic-looking Russian women, and go on that goddamn social media site and sow discontent just like they did to our country. And let me tell you something right now, all you Democrats that have been feeding this whole goddamn Russia-Trump collusion initiative, that whole goddamn dream is over after today. I mean, this indictment that came out for these 13 different Russians and 2 Russian entities proves that this whole meddling into the elections went as far back as 2014, before Donald Trump was even a candidate. All right? I mean, this pretty much vindicates Donald Trump with any kind of Russia-Trump collusion. Now, what the hell is Robert Mueller continuing on with his special counsel? Well, you know as well as I, folks, that he's trying to find something. He's going beyond the scope of the actual investigation into Russia collusion, and he's going far beyond that, far beyond the jurisdiction that he was intended to investigate. And, folks, we all know that Robert Mueller's special counsel is dirty. I'm telling you, it's dirtier than a $3 whore on nickel night, boy. It is dirty! And why does the Robert Mueller investigation continue? I have no idea. It's been exposed, folks, that Robert Mueller's whole investigation, his whole special counsel has been compromised. Many of the characters that have comprised this grand conspiracy that utilized the institutions of the judicial branch, the Department of Justice, and the FBI as politicized weapons against Donald Trump has been proven, and not to mention these same characters ended up in the damn Robert Mueller special counsel. You understand that? I mean, this Robert Mueller special counsel needs to cease to exist at this point. This is a wild goose chase, and all they're trying to do is get Donald Trump on, for a lack of a better term, some trumped-up charge. And I can't believe that, you know, we as the American people are still allowing this weaponization of our political institutions happen right before our very eyes. And we're going to talk about that in the second hour. We're also going to talk about how, folks, now that we've had this, what I deem a false flag operation in Parkland, Florida, at Stoneman Douglas High School, we now have all the Democrats in the world grandstanding out here. Haven't you seen these politicians now? Especially these Democrats, they're out here grandstanding, hollering about gun control. Now all of a sudden the tears and the emotion and all the garbage is coming out because it's politically convenient for the Democrats to do so. And let me tell you something else. What pisses me off is that these Democrats, every time they attempt to utilize this issue of gun control, whenever there's one of these so-called mass shootings, that's when all of a sudden you get the full-on emotion. You get the full-on act. You get the full-on BS. And let me tell you something else. Whether you believe or not believe that this is a false flag operation at the Parkland, Florida shooting, it shows that why do we need the FBI anymore anyway? I'm not even joking. Why do we need the FBI anymore anyway? We're going to talk about that extensively. I personally am starting to advocate that we need to defund and dismantle the FBI because it has outlived its usefulness and it is completely useless when it comes to protecting the American people. And we're going to discuss this very intently. And I find it ironic also, folks, that you're having more and more of these FBI agents, so-called retiring because they can't, quote, stand the politics of the Bureau or whatever the crap might be, for Christ's sake. But, by God, man, you know as well as I, these damn FBI agents that are randomly showing up at CNN, of all places, are now being used as propaganda mouthpieces, for Christ's sake. You understand? I mean, they are now being used as propaganda mouthpieces. I'm not even joking, for heaven's sake, man. Have you seen the latest FBI agent on CNN? I just have to say this. Have y'all seen that latest asshole? This guy, believe it or not, is on CNN, and he was doing this right after the damn shooting, supposedly breaking down and crying and saying, how much more are we going to take of this? How much are we going to... I mean, pure propaganda! Pure propaganda! And we're also going to discuss, folks, on whether or not... And I'm going to be completely honest with you, okay? I'm not even too sure what happened at Parkland High School, or excuse me, Parkland, Florida, Stoneman Douglas High School. But we're going to talk about how Florida specifically has been a hotbed of practice drills. I'm talking school shooting drills, office shooting drills. I mean, they are an epicenter. I'm talking the state of Florida of practicing these so-called realistic, real-life shooting drills. Okay? Now, we're going to discuss what I have found from my investigations into investigating into what is going on with this so-called realistic drill school shooting phenomena, especially out there in Florida. They have had an abundance of these, and we're going to discuss whether or not this shooting, this alleged shooting at Parkland, Florida, Stoneman Douglas High School, whether or not it was a drill or whether it was an actual act of violence. Because, folks, there is a lot of discrepancies like we're seeing in most of these shootings. We don't know what the hell happened in the Las Vegas shooting. We don't know what the hell's going on with any of these things. It's just pure circumstantial bullcrap in which they try to pull off as the truth. And by the way, before we get into any false flags or anything to that nature, what did I tell you guys about what they do to these shooting sites from now on? What did they do to Sandy Hook? They tore it down. What did they do to the Pulse nightclub? They tore it down. And by God, what did they announce that they were going to do with Stoneman Douglas High School? They announced they're going to tear it down. 2 days after the damn shooting, they're going to tear it down. You got to tear down that evidence, boy. They got to tear down that evidence, because let me tell you something. In my personal view, when you have somebody going into a high school with an AR-15 and he pulls the fire alarm and has a whole hallway full of children, or teenagers, I should say, and you got an AR-15, I mean, with all due respect, I think that there could be a lot more body chopping going on with an AR-15 with a hallway full of bodies than the 15 dead, 17 injured, which equals 32, just FYI. But either way, I think that would have caused a lot more damage. And moreover, folks, I never see any massive amounts of blood as it relates to these massive shootings. You know, oh, 10 people dead. Oh, 15 people dead. Oh, this many people dead. I don't ever see the amount of blood that would entail such a massacre. Moreover, I was questioning the police in the whole scene. It's your typical scene. They do this all the time. They did it at the Pulse nightclub. They did it at the goddamn Sandy Hook. They did it over here at this Stoneman Douglas High School. A bunch of cops standing around, not doing anything. I mean, I saw footage of SWAT team using a goddamn golf cart, for Christ's sake. They're using a golf cart! So, folks, in my personal view, I just think that this was a drill, and the students don't even know whether or not it was real or not. And I'm going to give you examples, folks, and I've got links, and we're going to talk about it in the second hour. in which there has been a plethora of drills that have gone on in Florida schools, both all three, elementary, middle school, and high school, in which no one had any idea that the drill was happening. In fact, many of the teachers and students thought it was an actual real shooting. There's been many instances happening in Florida specifically. And I'm going to talk about a company which employs millions of people. I'm not joking around, specifically for these types of drills. They employ actors. They employ people that are makeup artists that, show faux injuries. They've got actors who are bad guys that are gunmen. They've got actors that are cops. They've got actors that are ambulances. I'm not joking, folks. We're going to talk about this extensively in the second hour. I hope that you're here with me because it's going to open your eyes. I'll tell you that right now. You're going to be like, what? It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyway, we're going to move on. Also, folks, this also coincides with all this lawmaking that all these lawmakers are wanting to do now that this shooting happened. They're talking about gun control, of course, on the left. But you know what else they're talking about, folks? They're talking about, and I've heard psychologists interviewed on mainstream media outlets say this, they're talking about banning gun sales to anyone who has any kind of mental disorder or who has taken psychotropic drugs in their life. Now, this is a double-edged sword, and we're going to talk about this in the second hour, because although I may instantaneously agree that I don't want anybody that has taken psychotropic drugs having any firearm in their possession, okay? Nor do I want anybody who is mentally ill to have firearms in their possession. But once we start going down this road, and once we start letting this genie out the bottle, then all of a sudden it's going to be the gun control ban from hell. Because lest we forget, folks, I would guesstimate that 85% of America is on psychotropic drugs. And if they're going to ban people from purchasing guns because they have a history of intake in psychotropic drugs, then this is an instantaneous way to implement gun control without having to implement gun control. And this, I'm telling you this right now, there's serious talk about this, and guess what they're also talking about, which is also going to hit all of you peeps on the internets right in the craw. They're talking about violent video games being another source of why you've got these young people being completely emotionless when it comes to violence. So as a result, folks, you've got all these lawmakers out here, all these politicians wanting to use this tragedy as a means to implement more and more totalitarianism upon us. And we're going to discuss this, man. We're going to discuss this intensely, okay? Also, considering that I've always suggested that the mainstream media was nothing more than a propaganda wing for the CIA has come out and openly admitted it. They are arguing that the American public cannot see classified information that it gives to, quote, credible journalists. And you see, folks, this is why Cuomo, remember when he started making that ridiculous claim on CNN that only journalists were legally allowed to view the WikiLeaks documents that were released on WikiLeaks.org, and that journalists had this special privilege to be able to see these types of documents, and the American public didn't have the right to do so? Well, here you've got the CIA openly admitting it. All right, we're going to discuss it very intensely. I also gabbed an article about this, just in case you folks want to read about it more intently. But they want to only release classified information to trusted journalists, while withholding that same information that they're given to journalists who are going to write their own spin on it. They don't want the American public to know about it. This is actually a court proceeding. That's why the CIA is coming out and openly admitting it. This came out the mouth of a CIA lawyer, for Christ's sake, in a motion that was filed in New York federal court. I mean, and in the court documents, it said that the CIA claimed that limited disclosures to reporters do not waive national security exemptions to Freedom of Information Act requests. So, I mean, do you understand what's going on here? The CIA, through this action, through them admitting this in a court of law, they are saying that journalists, these same people that are on the mainstream media, these talking heads that are slanderously lying and libelously lying to us on a consistent basis, that they have a special privilege to be leaked classified information, and the United States people don't have that right. What did I tell you? I told you the mainstream media was nothing more than a propaganda wing for the CIA. I told you. I mean, take a look at the main talking head for CNN. I mean, Anderson Cooper, for Christ's sake. I mean, why don't you take a look at this guy? Aside from him not being, his last name not really being Cooper, he's a Vanderbilt, okay, first and foremost. And secondly, folks, he was recruited by the CIA as he was in college. And he doesn't make this any kind of a secret either. And folks, once you're in the CIA, you're always in the CIA. Once you do anything for the CIA, you're always in there, and they're always going to ask something of you. And if you don't do it, well, then, by God, off with your life. Your life is over. It's gone. So that's why I keep telling you, folks, that do not believe these liars, these paid liars in the mainstream media. I mean, they are there to completely lie to you and deceive you and to basically carve the narrative into what you're supposed to believe. And we can no longer do that. That's why I encourage everybody to not use one source for your news and information. This is the internet, man. Use plethora of sources. Don't assume just because some talking has said something. That's why the credibility of news is very sacred in today's world. And that's why every time I conduct a broadcast, I give you the straight political dope whenever we're discussing politics. Because there's nobody out here that's actually telling the unadulterated truth. And I'm talking the real truth. I'm not talking the fake news slant. I'm talking the truth. Anyway, aside from that, we're going to talk about how the CIA is arguing that the American public cannot see classified information it gives to, quote, credible journalists. But we're also going to talk about in the second and third hour, the president plans on reforming the food stamp program. I told you all this was coming. I told you all this was coming for years, for Christ's sake, man. And thank God we've got a capitalist president in the White House that's finally asserting some capitalist dominance out here. Now, what the president is planning on doing, folks, instead of going out and giving people a blank check every month to go out and spend on whatever the hell they want to, and folks, let's be honest, ever since we had this raise in food stamps during the Barack Obama administration, poverty took a different turn for the ridiculous. And, you know, this is why I don't feel sorry for the po in America. I'm sorry. I don't feel sorry for the po in America. Because I challenge you, folks, go to any impoverished area in your town and go to their supermarket and take a look at all the fat, obese people that are waddling around out there. Do you understand? Now, how the hell do poor people get fat? That is the most stupidest crap I've ever heard in my life. Poor people getting fat? No wonder people hate America. Good God! And you know, you got these apologists out here for these idiots that are in these impoverished parts of town that are fat in the ass. You actually have these apologists that'll suggest, well, Ghost, they're just eating bad food. If they had better food, they wouldn't be getting fat in the ass. Well, what the hell was that whole initiative by that first tranny, the supposed wife of Barack Obama, Michelle Obama? What the hell was that whole health food initiative that stupid tranny was shoving down our throats like it was her schlong head? What the hell was that about? I'll tell you what that was about. It was about emphasizing to all these hipster liberal assholes who are now emphasizing veganism and drinking soy milk and, all this health crap. It was a call to them to go out and purchase massive amounts of fruits and vegetables. It wasn't for the PO to do it. It was for them to do it, because you know what was a consequence of the initiative that Michelle Obama put for fruits and vegetables? It was a rise in fruits and vegetable prices. And you see, even if the PO in America, with their little once-a-month food stamp payment, they weren't going to get the amount of food that they would get, because remember, they're poor, they're hungry, right? And it's free money. Because the rise in fruit and vegetable costs were so high, the poor in America weren't going to use their goddamn food cards for that. And not to mention, there was no limit on the food card for them to be exclusively buying that. And as you can see, folks, go to all those impoverished supermarkets in whatever part of town you live in, or whatever town you live in, and take a look at all those frozen food aisles, baby. Take a look at all those frozen food aisles, all that processed crap, and take a look at all those people who are collecting food stamps and welfare, load up their goddamn baskets on that garbage. And you see, this is why we have po-fat people in America, and it's got to stop. And we're going to talk about the remedy that the president has in place, and I think it's brilliant. He's taken, of course, a lot of heat from the goddamn left. They're calling President Trump heartless. He doesn't understand the poor. And oh my God, I can't believe he's doing this to the food stamp program. No, he doesn't understand what he doesn't understand what it is to be poor. Shut up. We need something to be done to these poor fat people, because they sure as hell ain't going to get on a goddamn treadmill. They sure as hell ain't going to put the fork down. We got to force them to put the fork down. All right? And I like the initiative that's being put forth by the president. I really appreciate it, all right? Anyway, last but not least, folks, we're going to talk a little bit about how Secretary Rex Tillerson, Secretary of State Rex Tillerson, said today that the U.S.-Turkey relations are in a major crisis at this point. And, of course, this stems from Turkey's military operations in Syria, in which they are in a military operation in the city of Afrin, which is a hotbed of Kurdish forces, which the United States arms and backs up to a certain capacity. And as a result, Turkey is they're not in a very good mood, let's just say that, because we continue to back up the Kurdish opposition. And the Kurds, well, let's be honest, they've been conducting themselves some military terroristic operations within the country of Turkey. There's been at least 3 or 4 bombings in Turkey, last year? And of course the PKK, which is an offshoot of one of the Kurdish groups, took credit for that terrorist bombing, for those terrorist bombings. There were several of them. And this is why Erdogan's Turkey is justifying the military operation in Syria in Afrin. Now, because of this military operation in Turkey, the relations with the United States and Turkey is getting into a dicey situation. I mean, we could potentially be fighting each other in this theater of combat in Syria. Now, what's really bizarre is that Turkey is not only going after the Kurds in this military operation. We have heard at least several times from Erdogan, Turkey's leader or head of state, that he wants Bashar al-Assad to be removed as the leader of Syria. You know? I mean, and it's just confusing, because you've got Turkey and Russia that are supposed to be somewhat allies. I mean, they signed an arms deal several months back in Sochi. I have no idea what the hell's going to come of this, because lest we forget, Russia, if it hadn't have been for them, Bashar al-Assad would be history by now. So you got Turkey coming in. They're trying to get rid of the Kurds. They want to get rid of Assad. We're in there. You've got Iran in there. You've got Russia in there. Now Turkey. You've got Israel now bombing in there. You've got France considering taking a few shots at Syria. So it's getting weird, for Christ's sake. Anyway, and if there's any more time after that, we're going to do a little bit of a free format Baller Friday show until Radiol Graffiti. If there's any more time after that, folks, we're just going to try to unwind and that sort of thing, all right? Because, goddamn it, Baller Friday, baby! And I hope that you're enjoying your Baller Friday here. Now, we've got that all out of the way. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit of cryptocurrency and stock talk, folks. All right, now, what did I tell you, folks, that once we saw this contraction happen a week or two ago, to everybody, hold tight, everything's all good. If you have extra liquidity, go ahead and have a buying field day. Every time there's a contraction, that's when you want to start buying, baby. You understand? That's when everything is on sale. And we've had a lot of money come back to the cryptocurrency market, to say the least. Remember, during the last contraction, the market cap for cryptocurrency went down to about $270 billion for the entire cryptocurrency market. Well, folks, today, right now, the current market cap looking very, very nice. More money's added to the market each day. We're bouncing back. Market capitalization right now for the entire crypto market is $486 billion market capitalization. So looking pretty good. Now, we're going to go ahead and cover some cryptos here. We did see a slight pull-up in Bitcoin, so let's go ahead and get to it. If you want my personal opinion, I think this slight pull-up is nothing more than wishful thinkers, because once again, there's a bunch of alternatives to Bitcoin that blow Bitcoin out of the water. All right, the transaction fees for Bitcoin are ridiculous. The transaction times are a joke. And to be honest with you, the only reason people are continuing to invest in Bitcoin is because it was the first kid on the blockchain. No pun intended. So let's go ahead and cover Bitcoin, BTC. Current market capitalization is $172 billion in market capitalization. The circulating supply is 16.8 million in circulation. Now, in the past 24 hours, it has gone down slightly, 0.10%. The current price for Bitcoin, symbol BTC, $10,218.30 per Bitcoin. Let's get to Ethereum. What did I tell you about Ethereum? I'm a buy on this one until we hit about 13 to 1500, and then I would contemplate moving the hell out. All right, Ethereum, ETH, current market cap is $92 billion market capitalization. The current circulating supply is 98 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Ethereum has gone up 0.72%. Current price for Ethereum, symbol ETH, $945.67 per Ethereum. Now, folks, what did I tell you all about Bitcoin Cash? I told you that Bitcoin Cash looks good for the next 3 to 6 months. I said that it was going to run, and it's running right now. I said that it looks good till about maybe the $3,000, $3,500 mark, and then I would consider moving out. But the reason I like Bitcoin Cash, it's a fairly decent alternative to what Bitcoin was. It's very low transaction fee, high, fast transaction speed. It's fairly decent. That's why I think it's a buy for the next 3 to 6 months. After that 6-month point, you want to wait and see, possibly move the hell out of there. So let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin Cash. That symbol is BCH. Current market cap is $26 billion market capitalization. The current circulating supply for Bitcoin Cash, 16.9 million in circulation. Folks, in the past 24 hours, Bitcoin Cash has gone up 9.62%. Current price for Bitcoin Cash, $1,552.66 per Bitcoin Cash. Remember, during the contraction, this damn thing went down to about $1,100, $1,000. And I was telling everybody, this is a decent buy, and as you can see, I was correct. Let's continue. Litecoin, symbol LTC, has been running lately. And, of course, this has been the case because of the introduction of LitePay, which is going to make it a lot easier to integrate Litecoin acceptance as payment. And, it's going to make it a lot easier for people to kind of make e-stores, etc. So Litecoin is trying to maneuver itself as being an alternative to fiat. It also has low transaction fees. It also has a decent transaction time. I just do not like Charlie Lee. That's all. He needs to shut his mouth. Somebody put a goddamn egg roll down that idiot's throat and shut him up! Anyway, Litecoin, current market cap is $12.6 billion market cap. The circulating supply is 55 million. 55 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Litecoin has gone up 3.22%. The current price for Litecoin, symbol LTC, the current price, $229.48 per Litecoin. Good God, folks. Now, Dash, we saw a little bit of run here yesterday. It's pulling back. But, folks, once again, we got a lot of bag holders on Dash at $1,500. And moreover, folks, you know, if you would have at least entertained Dash since the last time we talked, you'd be up pretty decent on your money. I'd say like 15%. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. DASH is the symbol. Current market cap is $5.5 billion in market capitalization. And the reason I like this coin, folks, and I think it'll go over 1,500 once we hit that 1,500 mark again because of the low circulation. Once again, very low circulation for Dash. Circulating supply is 7.8 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, it's just gone down slightly, 1.61%. It was on the plus side this morning, but the current price for Dash, DASH, $700.28. I remember we saw this get as low as what, $500? That's what I'm just saying. Let's continue. Monero, what do I tell you about Monero? It likes to run, and it certainly ran since the last time we discussed crypto with each other. Let's get to Monero, symbol XMR. The current market capitalization for Monero is $4.7 billion in market capitalization. The current circulating supply, and it's a fairly decent circulating supply if I don't say so myself, 15.7 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, it has gone down some. It is down 0.43%. The current price for Monero right now, folks, $299.39. And I think the highest this coin has gone is at about $400, $500. Keep your eye on Monero, man. This thing could go up to maybe about 500 or 600 here before we know it. Let's continue on. Let's get to Quantum, folks. All right, let's get to Quantum. Now, this is a coin I personally feel is going to reach the stratus, let me use another word because that's actually a coin. It's going to hit the strata of Ethereum, in my personal opinion. All right? Now, for you folks that are already invested in Quantum, let me go ahead and explain what recently happened. We had an airdrop of BOT, that's right, Bodhi, for every 100 Quantum you are staking in your Quantum Core wallet, you get 4 Bodhi. And all you've got to do, folks, is download the latest version of the Quantum Core wallet. Make sure you do have the latest version. All right, and secondly, you just need to add tokens. You go to the little tab that says QRC tokens, and what you do is you go to the contract addresses of the QRC20 tokens, which is the quantum-based token, and you put the contract address in the contract address bar, and then assign a given address for that given token, and go ahead and confirm. And once you do, folks, automatically, through the magic of the quantum blockchain, you receive the airdrop BOT. And not to mention, there are many different airdrops that are going to be happening for Quantum, folks. There's actually a new airdrop that's actually going to be airdropped from space. That's right, folks. We talk about it. Quantum sent a node into space, and they're going to be airdropping. I forgot what coin it is, but whatever coin it is, it's going to be airdropped right into your Quantum wallet from space. I'm telling you, Quantum is way ahead of blockchain technology, cryptocurrency, than most coins on the market today. And that's why I am a buy, and hold. And aside from quantum going up in value, I mean, all this free money from all these airdrops, from all these coins that are made out of the cryptocurrency token of quantum, I mean, it's just free goddamn money, man. Free money. And on top of which, you've got proof of stake. So all you have to do is have your quantum in your quantum core wallet, and because you're staking your coins, the quantum network will reward you with quantum for holding quantum. So, I mean, there's just so many reasons to purchase this cryptocurrency and buy and hold long-term investment, even at these prices. You've got bag holders at about $110 on this coin. I think that this is going to go way beyond $110. At the very minimum, by the end of the year, this coin is going to be worth at least $500. Because lest we forget, folks, okay? If you take a look at the trajectory of the chart on quantum, it looks eerily similar to what happened to Ethereum. Ethereum, in April of 2017, which was not that long ago, in April of 2017, Ethereum was $40. Ethereum was $40. And to be honest, folks, quantum, it's got better smart contract technology. It's got better tokens. I mean, it can literally upgrade the blockchain without having to hard fork. I mean, the technology is way superior than Ethereum. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you've heard about this, but one of the lead developers in Ethereum has quit the development team because he doesn't want to, quote, be liable, whatever the hell that means. And you know what that means to me? That their technology is inferior. So that's why I am a buy on QTUM. All right, that's the symbol, QTUM. Current market capitalization is $2.4 billion market cap. The current circulating supply is 73 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, quantum QTUM has gone up 0.41%. Current price for quantum, symbol QTUM, $33.42 per quantum. Now, lest we forget, during the last contraction, you could have bought quantum at about 17 and change, baby. I'm telling you this right now, this is my number one buy and hold crypto out of every other crypto, with the exception of 42 coin, which is what I probably own the same amount of. But quantum, baby, all right? Let's go to Bitcoin Gold. I did say I like Bitcoin Gold as much as I like Bitcoin Cash. It's going to make a short run. 3 to 6 months is probably the longest I'd probably hold on this, and then we'll see what happens. But it's looking fairly decent. This is a decent coin to be another fiat alternative. It's mineable through CPU, which makes it very interesting. So there's a lot of things that you can take positive on this coin. BTG is the symbol. Current market cap is $2.3 billion market capitalization. The current circulating supply for Bitcoin Gold is 16.8 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Bitcoin Gold has gone up 4.16%. Current price for Bitcoin Gold, $140.96 per Bitcoin Gold. Once again, 3 to 6 month hold on that one, and then you'll see what happens, all right? Let's get to Zcash, baby. Zcash, once again, I like Zcash for the long term. All right, very low circulation, backed up by JP Morgan, has a privacy component to the damn currency. So there's a lot of factors on why I like this, and of course, it's perfectly mineable. So you know how that goes. Go ahead. Zcash, ZEC is the symbol. Current market cap is $1.5 billion market capitalization. The current circulating supply is 3.2 million in circulation. That's it, 3.2 million, baby. In the past 24 hours, it has gone down a little bit slightly, 0.46%. Current price for Zcash, $482.68 per Zcash. Once again, I like this one at $1,000 at the end of the year. It may even be sooner than that, but let's just say by the end of the year, by Christmas time, 1,000 plus. Easy. 1,000 plus easy. Anyway, folks, we're running out of time here. I'm looking at the time. I don't want to go over time. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go right to 42 coin and then move on to the stocks. Let's go ahead and get to 42 coin. For you folks that are unaware, 42 coin, myself and the Inner Circle are the official spokespeople of the coin. We are major stakeholders in this coin, and once again, it's a great long-term investment. It's a hedge against contractions, and it's a great way to swing and pattern trade. I mean, take a look at those swings, like I said, all the time. Let's get to 42 coin, symbol 42. Market capitalization is $3 million market capitalization. And, of course, the circulating supply for 42 coin is just 42 coins. Now, in the past 24 hours, it has pulled back slightly, 3.95%. But, hey, the current price for 42 coin, $72,737.80. Let me repeat that one more again for this Baller Friday. $72,737.80. You know, folks, the Inner Circle and myself, we purchased this damn coin when it was $8,000. You know what I'm saying, man? Woo! I'm telling you, and let me tell you something else. We ain't moving. This is our coin. We're not moving out of it, man. We want as much of it as we could possibly buy. All right? I mean, we're trying to accumulate it as much as we can. I mean, that is my coin right there, baby. Woo! 42 coin, baby. All right? If you have not invested in anything in cryptocurrency, by God, 42 coin is what you want to invest in, all right? I'm not joking. This damn coin is going to go all the way up. $1 million a coin, baby. Watch me. Watch. Just watch. Just watch, baby. Anyway, now that we've gotten all the cryptocurrency news out of the way, let's go ahead and get to some stock news. Now that we've gotten the government shutdown, at least can kick down the road to March, got a lot of optimism back in the stock market, to say the least, because why not? Why not? You have nothing but positive economic data coming out here. Why not? I don't know, Heinz didn't, you know, if you're a Heinz ketchup investor, you probably weren't very happy today. They didn't really do very well. But other than that, I mean, I'm bullish once again. Unless we have another government shutdown, unless in March these damn Democrats, if they decide that they're going to utilize illegal immigrants again to hold the American people hostage with this budget, I mean, we can't stand for this anymore. I mean, it was the Democrats and their government shutdown that cost a lot of money in the stock market. Remember, we went down, what was it, 1,500 points in 2 days? And that was a direct consequence of the Democrats shutting down the government. Because what happened? When the government shut down, the people who traditionally purchase our debts, which are bond investors, they weren't there to purchase bonds when we needed them to purchase bonds. So what did the Treasury Department have to do? What did the Department of Treasury have to do? They had to raise bond yields to attract investors so that they could purchase our debt. And the result of that is a negative one on the stock market, to say the least. And we've talked about why it was and everything. But now that we've had all that kicked down the road, we're seeing some positivity in the stock market here. Let's go ahead and get to the Dow Jones Industrials. It is up 19.01 points, a percentage increase of 0.08%, closing out the Dow Jones Industrial at 25,219.38 points for the Dow Jones Industrial. Once again, what did I tell you? I am bullish on the Dow Jones Industrial, folks. I mean, you know, if you want to invest in the stock market, I strongly advise, especially you bear investors, high-yield dividend blue-chip stocks. So what you want to do is you want to look for blue-chip stocks. Blue-chip stocks, of course, is anything in the Dow Jones Industrial. Let's put it that way. And you want to look for those that have a high-yield dividend. Because what that means is for every stock you purchase of that high-yield dividend stock, for every stock you get paid a certain dividend. every quarter for every stock that you have. So you're getting paid to hold the stock. So even if you're value investing, meaning that you're just saving $200 a month, and every month you're going to put $200 in whatever blue chip high yield dividend stock. After about 5 years, folks, you're going to accumulate a hell of a portfolio in that given stock, first of all, and you're going to make dividends every quarter. Every quarter. So that's why I am strongly advising everybody, if you are an investor in the stock market, that's where you want to go right now. And even if there's a pullback in the stock market, you're still going to be getting paid yields, dividends. I mean, even if the value of the stock is lost, you're still going to get paid dividends. And by the way, when you're value investing, meaning whatever you would traditionally put in a savings account, you're putting it into a blue chip stock. Some months you'll get it at a higher price. Some months you'll get it at a very low price. Either way, all the accumulation through the months will offset any kind of losses or gains in every month's purchase of the given blue chip stock. That's called value investing. And by the way, stocks can be used as collateral for loans from the bank. So let's say you wanted to have a house. Let's say you wanted to buy a car. Let's say you wanted a loan for a business, whatever the case might be. That right there, those stocks that you've accumulated for the past, 2, 3, 4, 5 years can be used. They can be used as collateral for purchasing or a loan for the bank, any of that stuff. That's why you accumulate this stuff. That's why you invest, man. You're trying to gain yourself a net worth. You're trying to gain yourself worth something. Anyway, let's get to the S&P 500, all right? S&P was also up today 1.02 points, a percentage increase of 0.04%, closing out the S&P at 2,732.22 points for the S&P 500. We've got the NASDAQ. It was down today. It was down 16.96 points, a percentage decrease of 0.23%, closing out the NASDAQ at 7,239.47 points for the NASDAQ composite. Now let's go ahead and get to commodities, folks, all right? Let's get to commodities and see how that fared in this very strange market, to say the least. We're seeing a rise in energy prices once again, so watch your gas bills, folks. I'm sure you're already feeling it at the pump, but it's probably going to get even worse as we get closer to the summer. I think that's the way the charts are projecting as far as I'm concerned. So let's go ahead and take a look at energy. WTI sweet crude, which is the oil that's consumed by America, folks. That's the difference between WTI sweet crude and Brent crude oil. Brent crude oil is consumed by the European nation states, by Australia, etc. The United States exclusively purchases WTI sweet crude, all right? That's the difference. So WTI, it is up today 34 cents, a percentage increase of 0.55%, closing out WTI at $61.68 per barrel of WTI sweet crude. We've got Brent crude also up today, 51 cents, a percentage increase of 0.79%, closing out Brent crude at $64.84 per barrel of Brent crude oil. We've got gasoline futures up 0.87%, 0.87% increase. Natural gas is down 0.85% decrease. Heating oil is up 0.99% increase. Let's go ahead and get to the metals, shall we? The metals! Let's get to the goddamn metals! We've got gold up today, folks, 90 cents, a percentage increase of 0.07%, closing out gold at $1,356.20 per troy ounce of gold. We've got silver down today, 8 cents, a percentage decrease of 0.50%, closing out silver at $16.71 per troy ounce of silver. We've got copper up today, 0.12%, and we've got platinum up 0.33%. Let's go ahead and get to agriculture, folks. All right, let's get to the grains. Corn is down 0.13%. Wheat is down 0.79%. Oats is up 0.46%. Rough rice is up 0.54%. Soybean is down 0.24%. And soybean oil is down 0.53%. Canola is up 0.47%. Let's get to the soft, shall we? Now that it's post-Valentine's Day, cocoa, which is the base of chocolate, is unchanged today. It is unchanged today. Now let's get to coffee. Hey, dude, just don't talk to me. Just don't talk to me unless I have my coffee, dude. I just need my coffee. Just don't talk to me. Shut up! I'll throw a hot cup of coffee right in your face. Shut up! Anyway, we got coffee down today, folks. It took it on the teeth, to say the least. Coffee is down 2.98% decrease for coffee. Good God! We got sugar! Sugar is down also 1.70%. Good God! We've got orange juice futures going up. What did I tell you about those orange juice futures? We saw a little bit of freezing weather out there in Florida. And whenever we see Florida freeze, those damn oranges are going to be, or at least a good portion of them, are going to be damaged crop, which will provide scarcity in the orange juice market. All right, so I'm just saying, we're starting to see that now. Orange juice is up 1.56% increase for OJ. Let's get to cotton. Cotton is also up 0.51%. Lumber is up, folks. All right, 1.42%. And it seems people are still using prophylactics post-Valentine's Day, because take a look at rubber. Rubber is up 0.77%. Ethanol is down 0.13%. Let's go ahead and get to livestock, shall we? We've got live cattle. It is up today 0.31%. Cattle feeder is down today 0.07%. And lean hog is down, folks. It is down. It is down 2.26% on the day, folks. And that, my friends, is the markets for your ass, all right? I'm telling you, before we get on with anything else, I want to extend a happy Baller Friday to the Inner Circle. I want to say a happy Baller Friday to the True Capitalist Radio chat room. What's going on? We almost got 100 members in here, baby. We almost got 100 members in the True Capitalist Radio chat room. And if you want to participate with us, as a matter of fact, we're going to be chilling tonight in there. If you want to go ahead and chill with us tonight, baby, go right now to my Gab, right now, Politics Ghost, all one word, no underscores, and subscribe, baby. It's as simple as that. Subscribe. And by the way, once you subscribe, all you have to do is give me a private message and let me know that you subscribe, baby, and I will give you a link to the exclusive True Capitalist Radio chat room that is the envy of everyone who is not a part of the True Capitalist Radio chat room. And let me tell you something else. The Inner Circle, they're not getting like a free membership into the True Capitalist Radio chat room. Any Inner Circle members in there, I mean, they got to pay like everybody else. So much props to the Inner Circle members that are a part of the True Capitalist Radio chat room, man. Props to you guys. I'm just saying. Anyway, with that being said, it is a Baller Friday. I do have beer here. Look at all this freaking beer here. But you know what I forgot? I forgot a goddamn glass. So, you guys are going to make me leave the office here, all right, and go get a goddamn glass over here, for Christ's sake. I can't believe this crap. I mean, good God. I got to be quiet over here because we got Mrs. Ghost doing something. She's probably cooking some food or something, probably trying to make a recipe, something. Got my goddamn glass out here. As you can see, a big echo, because we got a big-ass house, baby. You understand that? I'm telling you, folks, that's why I'm down here in San Antonio. You can live like a goddamn king out here for not that much money, man. I mean, if you've got $250,000 in your bank account, you can live like a millionaire out here in San Antonio. I'm not even joking around. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding around. Anyway. And yes, I took the mic with me. I got a wireless mic, baby, of course. You know, I can move around. I can do things, for Christ's sake. Anyway, we are now in the second hour of the True Capitalist radio broadcast. And of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. Before we get started, I'd like to remind everybody to spread this link around like wildfire, baby. Spread it around. Spread it everywhere. And let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house, and we are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, and it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And of course, if you have not done so, please follow me on Gab, folks. It's the last bastion of freedom of speech and social media today. You can follow me on there under the name Politics Ghost. All right, all one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost is the name to follow, and I am verified, by the way, baby. I am verified on there. And, of course, if you want exclusive access to the chat room, we're going to be chilling in the chat room tonight. Come by and kick it with us. Go ahead and subscribe on my Gab, baby. Subscribe. And, by the way, you'll be helping out the show, too, all right? Aside from, getting into the True Capitalist Radio official chat room, baby, we also you'll be supporting the show, man. This is independent media here. Independent media! Anyway, with that being said, before we start taking shout-outs, because I know you idiots are going to piss me off, y'all are going to try to ruin my Baller Friday, and I'm trying to have a decent Baller Friday here, guys, all right? I had to do a show on Valentine's Day. I didn't have a decent Valentine's Day with Mrs. Ghost because I was too busy doing a goddamn show. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to be having a decent goddamn Valentine's Day Friday night, Valentine's Day goddamn weekend, and I'm going to get some goddamn beer. Get that damn beer, boy. Woo! It's drinking time, boys. All right, it's drinking time. And let me tell you, I know that there's a lot of you that are concerned about me and that are saying,
Ghost, you're tending to sound like a little bit of an alcoholic.
Look, folks, all right, I'm not an alcoholic, all right? I'm a connoisseur, all right? I'm a connoisseur. If I was an alcoholic, I would be drinking just grain alcohol. I would be drinking the cheapest rot gut garbage that I could possibly find. Folks, this German beer that I buy here, it's like $25 a 12-pack now, all right? $25 a 12-pack, all right? And you times that around like 6. 25 times 6, all right, that's pretty much how, that's my beer, that's how much I spend on beer every week, all right? And you want to know something? If I could not get the best, I won't drink. You think I'm going to drink some Kentucky Fried Chicken piss that they're giving out for domestic beer? I'm not drinking that crap. I'm drinking the best of the best, for Christ's sake, man. Good God, let me pop open this freaking beer. Goddamn right here. Let's go ahead and pour this son of a bitch on this Baller Friday. Oh, yeah. I hope that you're kicking back with me as well, folks. It doesn't have to be an alcoholic beverage. Just as long as you're kicking back with me on this Baller Friday with your favorite vice. It could be a bowl of ice cream. It could be a sody pop, or it could be one whole pie and one fork. It doesn't matter as long as you're basking in the success of you being a capitalist this week. That's what we celebrate every goddamn Baller Friday, baby. That's what we're doing. That's why we say Happy Baller Friday. We're basking. We're basking in our success. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and get to some shout-outs. I know that everybody's waiting for that at this point in time. And since, we've got people in the True Capitalist Radio chat room, let's go ahead and shout out the chat room right now. Hey, engineer, do we have any chat room shout-outs to be had? All right, well, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get to some True Capitalist Radio chat room shout-outs right now! All right, who do we got here? We've got, what is this? Liberian lesbian lover? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Fetus with a meatus? Oh, no! Oh, Jesus Christ. Here we go. Starting off on a Baller Friday. Fetus with a meatus? Oh, good God, man. You sick bastards in the chat room. Give me the mic. Goddamn mic, for Christ's sake, man. For Valentine's Day, had my first shot. Oh, man, look, shut up, you macabre bastards, all right? It's too soon. It's too soon. What's going on to Sarkoff? Ghost's cuck shed. What the hell are you talking about? You talking about my homeboy? You talking about my goddamn 3,000 square foot homeboy? Shut up your ass. Who the hell else we got? We got Meg with a third leg. Oh, jeez. Just shut up, man. What's going on to Finchy Bird? The shake-up in Mexico? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. You idiot. Ugh. Don't you understand, for you folks that are unaware, while I was conducting the first hour of the broadcast, Mexico had an earthquake, and some asshole in the damn chat room is already being macabre about it. You're goddamn macabre. Jesus Christ, give me the mic. Good God. What is this? Feels bed men? Feels... Shut up, you stupid moron. Spermy the Cat Reborn. What are you talking about? Spermy the Cat Reborn. Good God. Mag Rainey's tranny. What the... shut up! You son of a bitch! This is supposed to be my chat room! This is supposed to be my chat room, for Christ's sake! Oh, my God! Are you all listening to this? Give me the mic! Hey, look at this Donald Duck with a nip tuck. Are you kidding me? Oh, my God. What's up to SPC Shekels? What's up to BN King? What's going on? What's up to Black Star? What's up to Andrew? What is this? What is this? Columbine's Valentine's Day edition? Shut up! We got Paul Joseph Watson. Is that the real Paul Joseph Watson? Hey, engineer, do we have a Paul Joseph Watson in the True Capitalist Radio chat room? I hope it's not the real Paul Joseph Watson, for Christ's sake. If it is, give him his money back and kick him out! Kick that goddamn InfoWars asshole out of here! Son of a bitch. Who else do we have here? We got PT Stocks in the house. We've got Shake and Bake Mexico. Shut up about that crap, for Christ's sake. What's going on to the Tipper? And look, there's another Spermy the Cat. What's up with Spermy the Cat? I thought we got rid of that jerk dick. Solim with a Slim Jim? Oh, Jesus Christ. You know what? That's enough. Implement chat room martial law on these pieces of crap. Implement chat room martial law. I'm not going to sit here and put up with this garbage, man. Good God. Anyway, folks, look. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do some Gab Shout Outs now, all right? Now, folks, I want to be honest with you. I do not want you idiots to be ruining my Bowler Friday here. I mean, I don't know how much more I could emphasize this with you people. Do not, and I repeat, do not ruin my Bowler Friday. Do not ruin my goddamn Bowler Friday, and that's all I'm going to say. Now, with that being said, engineer, do we have any Gab shout-outs to be had by any chance? All right, for you folks that are unaware, all you've got to do to get a Gab shout-out is go to my Gab account right now and like the Gab post that states, Happy Baller Friday! True Capitalist Radio is now live. Listen in. Once again, like the post that states, True Capitalist Radio is now live. Listen in. If you like that, I will give you a Gab shout-out live right here in the broadcast, right here and now. Let's go ahead and get to it right now. We've got Ghost's Missing Eye. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean, for Christ's sake. I squared Ghost's compass. What the hell does that mean, you squared my compass, you freak? Sick freak? Good God, what else do we have here? We got ulcer connoisseur asshole. Shut up! That's not funny! Hey, asshole! I got freaking ulcers, okay? And I'm sure as hell not helping it by drinking. I know this. But hey, man, you know, what am I supposed to do? You know, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to have a goddamn good time, for Christ's sake? I mean, you gotta booze every now and then. You understand what I'm talking about? You gotta do a little bit of boozing, especially on a damn Baller Friday. Give me the mic. And believe me, I feel that ulcer, boy. Believe me, I feel it. Good God. Who else do we have here? We got 7.5 will commence again. What the hell does that mean? Jumping Beans for Ghost. Lego Fan 420. Who the hell? Happy Boner Friday? Happy Boner Friday, asshole. Are you serious? Good God. What's going on to Whistle? Who else do we have here? We got Stephen LeClaire. We got Pony Grows. Oh, shit, you son of a... Stop making me say racist crap, goddammit! Stop making me say racist garbage! You're gonna get me yanked off the air! Stop it! Give me the mic! That damn mic. Oh, yeah, there's the pet Mexican. Yeah, I won't forget what you did on the last broadcast, boy. I ought to shove a rubber tortilla down your throat. Son of a bitch. Be my Columbine. Oh, good God. Shut up. Cruising for a broken heart. Look, you macabre asshole, shut up! Oh, my God. We got funny shout-out name. That's your name, for Christ's sake. The Vaping Unicorn. Minx with a Throbbing. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? Anyway, who else we have here? We got Jenda Sawyer Loves Me. Yeah, okay, great. That's what I want. Yeah, great. Alex Jones Taking Your Bronies. No, he's not. No, he's not. All right? You hear me, Alex Jones? My filters! My filters! My filters! Leave my brownies alone! You son of a bitch! We've got Santiago Shaken, Not Stirred. Are you talking about the damn Mexico earthquake, asshole? Enough of that crap! Enough! Hey, we got Buddy Holly. All my love, all my kisses, you don't know what you've been missing, oh boy. Oh boy, if you with me, oh boy. I remember old Buddy Holly. Straight out of Lubbock, Texas, boy. Another Texan who's impacted society. Who else do we have here? We got Spank to Pregnant Anne Frank. Ah, oh, you son of a... damn it! You son of a bitch! Friday, man. Enough of this garbage. Good God. First, my True Capitalist Radio chat room. Now, Gab Shout Outs, man. Sick sons of bitches, man. You people are sick, man. You're sick. Give me the mic. You're freaking sick. Look at this. Bronies for Alex Jones. No, shut up. The bronies are with me. Did I really say that for Christ? Jesus Christ. Did I really just say that? God damn it. God damn it, Alex. You see what you're making me say? You pot-bellied New World Order, reptilian, cock-sucking bastard. Excuse my French, but do you see what you're making me say, Alex? God damn it. God damn it. Oh my God! You know what? I'm not. You know what? I'm done with this damn crap. Let me the mic. You know what? I'm done with this whole goddamn freaking Gab shout out, chat room shout outs. I'm done with all the shout outs. Look at what they've got me saying now, for Christ's sake! And shut up in the chat room. I'm not a brony. I'm not a goddamn brony. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I'm just a little pissed off that my filters over here is trying to move in. It's bad enough that this son of a bitch is ripping me off. Now this guy is going to come after the Brodies? Son of a bitch. I'm telling you, Alex, stop ripping me off, boy. Stop ripping me off and stop ripping me bronies off. Stop ripping me bronies off! All right, I've had enough. All right, give me a goddamn break. I need some freaking beer, for Christ's sake, after Alex Jones made me say that about bronies, for Christ's sake, man. You made me say it, Alex! You super male vitality chugging piece of reptilian, God-loving garbage. Anyway, look, I'm gonna take a drink of this. All right, I got some nice German beer here in this pint glass. I want to say cheers to the capitalist army that's out there, that's listening, that's conducted themselves in all the operations that are out there. Operation Spilt Vodka. We did Operation. We did all these Operation Barrel Roll. We did a lot of operations, and we're going to continue to do so because let me tell you something. We're going to play political games out here. And there's nothing that can stop us. There's nothing that can stop us. No governments, no Russians, nobody. Nobody! We are now politically aware, especially everybody that listens to this broadcast, and there's no way that you're going to stop us any longer. You're not going to pull the wool over our eyes any longer. You're not going to sit here and tell us lies and have us nonchalantly believe in it, for Christ's sake. We are the capitalist army, and I want to say cheers to you all. Cheers to all of you, for Christ's sake. Oh, my God. Right when I did that, look, shut up! Shut up! Look at my Gab. Check out my Gab. They got Alex Jones hanging out at BronyCon. Look at my Gab. Check out my Gab. Screw you, Alex. Screw you, man. Goddamn son of a bitch is coming after my bronies. Leave me bronies alone. Give me the mic. Son of a bitch. Good God, man. Anyway, look, I'm moving on. I was about to take a sip of my beer, but then I saw Alex Jones at BronyCon. Good God, give me the freaking... Look, cheers to everybody out there, right?
Blog Talk Radio. Welcome to Blog Talk Radio. Please hold and you will be able to listen to the show.
Paying attention. Look, all you idiots on Gab, go shove it up your ass, all right? I'm not paying attention to you morons on Gab anymore, man. I mean, you guys you're trying to ruin my Baller Friday, and I'm not going to let you do it, you son of a bitch. I'm not going to let you idiots ruin my damn Baller Friday, for Christ's sake. Just like you ruined my last Baller Friday, I'm not letting you do it, all right? We're talking about something else now, and we're gonna get into some serious business. Do you understand? Now we're gonna get into some serious business. Now, let me take another drink, for Christ's sake. I got to keep drinking. You see what you people are making me do? You people are making me freaking start chugging beers, guzzling down beers, for Christ's sake. More beer! More beer! Goddamn right, more beer, boy. You understand that? All right, I'm not no goddamn punk that's going to be nursing some goddamn beer, all right? I knock them down, boy. I freaking knock them down. You understand? I'm a man here, boy. All right, you're listening to a real man out here. Ain't no goddamn soy boy son of a bitch here, boy. Goddamn right. Now we got more beer in the house. Let's go ahead and move on with the show instead of having a bunch of troll terrorists and cyber vermin trying to besmirch my show, to say the least, all right? And all you on Gab, shut up! Anyway, let me move on here, okay? Let's talk a little bit about this indictment that has been brought on by Robert Mueller's special counsel on these 13 Russians and 2 Russian entities that meddled in the United States election. Now, what I'd like to emphasize to all you Democrats and all you liberals and all you anti-Trumpers, what this signifies is that there was no collusion between Donald Trump and Russia. Did you hear Rosenstein today when he came out and gave the press conference in reference to these 13 Russian indictments? He said no United States person, no United States citizen knowingly meddled with the Russians in the United States election. No one knowingly colluded with the Russians as it pertains to the United States election. So what this means, folks, is that this whole Russia-Trump nonsense is no more. And as a matter of fact, the Robert Mueller special counsel should be no more, considering the fact that we have this indictment that states that this Russian meddling went as far back as 2014. Moreover, the Russian meddling that the Russians did was on both sides of the political spectrum. I mean, they were conducting anti-Trump and pro-Trump propaganda. They were holding anti-Trump and pro-Trump rallies, sometimes in the same city. They were trying to do whatever it took to sow discontent in this country, to cause chaos in the political system, and to undermine our government. And that's why ever since the beginning, folks, I've hated these Russians. You know me. I have never been pro-Russian. I have never been pro-Putin. I've actually hated these sons of bitches. This is exactly why. This is exactly why, folks. And as a matter of fact, since we're on Russia, and I did not put this in the description, but did you hear about the latest Russian oligarch that sold himself out to the state? And it was one of the last private entities to exist in Russia that is not state-owned. Folks, Russia has completely gone back to communism. Everything is now state-run. And all you assholes on the alt-right white nationalist side that were on Putin's manly schlong, I mean, this goes to show you that this asshole Putin was not a Russian nationalist. He was a communist! I mean, why in the hell, and let's be honest, why the hell does he have $168 billion in his bank account? Why? Why? Because he stole it like a goddamn communist does! That's what commies do! They steal! So, let me explain this right now. Right now, let me explain this. As it pertains to the Russia-Trump scenario. This should be the end of it. We've been going at this whole ridiculous politically weaponized special counsel for over a year, and not one shred of evidence that has come out that suggests that Russia and Trump were colluding together. If anything, folks, it was the Democrats and the Russians colluding together. I mean, lest we forget, let's go back to the Fusion GPS Russian dossier. Let's go back to Christopher Steele, who was the guy that comprised this dossier. He was an MI6 intelligence agent for Britannia who specialized in Russia. He spent most of his intelligence agency career in Russia. And how did they comprise and compile this Russian dossier? Through Russia! So if anybody was colluding with Russia, it was the Democrats. Why isn't Robert Mueller going after that angle? Why isn't Robert Mueller going after the people that were working on his special counsel that had to be released because they were a part of this grand conspiracy to remove Trump with this trumped-up Russian dossier? That's what I keep telling you, folks. We need to start putting out this information for everybody in America to understand. That's why you had the Devin Nunes memo being released. It was released because enough people need to know that these high-ranking people within the Department of Justice and the FBI undermined our institutions of government by politically weaponizing them. Politically weaponizing it, for Christ's sake, man. And you see, what's going to happen to these people, man? I mean, nothing. I mean, are these people too big to jail? Is James Comey too big to jail? Is Bruce Orr too big to jail? Bruce Orr was the third in command at the Department of Justice while his wife was working for Fusion GPS. His wife, Nellie Orr, was working for Fusion GPS while this asshole was the third in command at the Department of Justice. We've got Peter Strzok and Lisa Page, those characters. I mean, all these people that were trying to conspire to remove Trump from the presidency by utilizing this fake Russian dossier that was paid for by the Democratic Party. And look, Hillary Clinton admitted that she paid for the dossier. So if that's the case, why is that not collusion? Why is that not Russian collusion, for Christ's sake? And why isn't Robert Mueller indicting these people? Because as I stated, folks, Robert Mueller, regardless of what these idiots in Washington, D.C. say about this son of a bitch, is a clean-up bureaucrat. He cleaned up everything after 9/11. This is the same man that sent his FBI agents to every camera that had a good line of sight to the Pentagon during 9/11 and confiscated all those videotapes. Confiscated videotapes from gas stations, from hotels, from buildings. He was the guy that ordered that. I mean, lest we forget that Robert Mueller was the FBI director during the time that this whole Uranium One deal was comprised and implemented, where we gave 20% of America's uranium to Russia. And did Robert Mueller, as the head of the FBI, have a problem with that? No! And now this son of a bitch is going to comprise a goddamn special counsel with nothing but pro-Hillary and anti-Trumpers? And we're going to expect this guy to find a Russia-Trump connection and going to be an unbiased party to investigate this Russian collusion, for Christ's sake? He was the FBI director during the time that Barack Obama, during his presidency, during the Secretary of State tenure of Hillary Clinton, sold the Russians 20% of America's uranium. And did Bob Mueller have a problem with that? No! No! So that's what I'm telling you, folks. We have to continue to put this information in the faces of people. This Robert Mueller special counsel is a political, weaponized bunch of crap. This indictment of these 13 Russians and 2 Russian entities prove that there is no connection with collusion with Russia and the Trump or the Trump administration. So why is Robert Mueller continuing to pursue these cases? Because, folks, Robert Mueller is a scumbag, bureaucratic piece of garbage who he himself should be prosecuted. All right, I'm sick and tired of hearing these idiots in the Beltway claiming that Robert Mueller is this, grandiose, special, grade A feller, when he comprised a special counsel with nothing but a bunch of Hillary Clinton hacks and anti-Trumpers. And people are trying to give Bob Mueller the special, they're trying to give him the benefit of the doubt on this crap. They're trying to say that, well, maybe Bob Mueller wasn't really looking at it in that angle. He was actually just looking for the best people for the job and he wasn't really looking for their political stances, and he wasn't really looking at how they viewed things politically. Are you kidding me? That's the whole case! That's the whole case, for Christ's sake! The whole case is political! Oh, God, man, I am so sick of what the hell has transpired at the highest levels of the judicial branch of our government. And why there's not more people as pissed off as I am, I have no goddamn idea. I have no goddamn idea. But once again, I want to reiterate that this indictment that was put forth by Robert Mueller once again vindicates the president. There was no Russian collusion between Donald Trump and Russia. And this goddamn, it proves it. Now, what is Robert Mueller trying to get President Trump on? I'm going to tell you, just based upon his actions, based upon his legal moves, he is trying to get President Trump on an obstruction of justice case. Now, what's really upsetting about Robert Mueller attempting this obstruction of justice case on the president is that he would be obstructing justice on a case that doesn't exist. I mean, Robert Mueller, if he's trying to put an obstruction charge on the president, that means that the president would have been obstructing a crime that he never committed. Remember, the alleged crime is the collusion with Russia. But if Robert Mueller is going to try to charge the president on obstruction on a crime that he did not commit, then what the hell is Robert Mueller doing, man? What the hell is Robert Mueller doing? Once again, going above and beyond what he was chartered to do. And that's why this guy needs to cease to exist as it pertains to him and his special counsel. This is a political, weaponized piece of crap, and I can't believe more people aren't crying foul on this. I can't believe more people are not crying foul. So once again, Robert Mueller, a piece of trash, a complete and utter pathetic waste of human life as far as I'm concerned, because you want to know how many skeletons are in that head of Robert Mueller? I mean, just look at Robert Mueller after the days of 9/11. This guy was a stumbling, mumbling jerk because he had to hold in all the secrets on whatever transpired in 9/11. Listen to him. Listen to his speeches after 9/11. He will, I'm Bob Mueller, and just count how many times he says, like a goddamn moron. Sick and tired of hearing Robert Mueller. I'm sick and tired of hearing, and not to mention, aren't you tired of seeing his face? I mean, look at the jowls on this son of a bitch. I'm sick of seeing Robert Mueller jowls. All right? Get this guy off my screen and put him out to pasture in bureaucratic retirement. Makes me sick. It makes me sick. But once again, no collusion between Trump and Russia, and it vindicates the president as far as I'm concerned, all right? Now let's move on to another subject matter. We have Democrats now grandstanding on gun control amidst this Parkland, Florida shooting at Stoneman Douglas High School. I mean, I saw that idiot senator from Florida give that supposed speech. Something's got to be done. We can't keep going on like this. We got to do something. We got to do gun control, and we got to do this and that. I mean, I'm sick and tired of you Democrats all of a sudden getting emotional now, even though we saw how heartless and how anti-American you people really are at the State of the Union address? We saw you sit on your thumbs when positive news was being said about the American way of life, about our country, about the economy, about unemployment. You idiots sat on your thumbs. You proved how anti-American you are. You proved, Democrats, that the only thing you care about are people that come into this country illegally and criminals. That's the only thing that you people will stand up for. And I'm sick of it, man. Now all of a sudden you're going to grandstand on gun control and pretend to be so emotional as it pertains to this Stoneman Douglas High School shooting? Get out of my face, you disingenuous piece of crap! We know you don't care about those kids! Anybody who saw the State of the Union address knows that you heartless, soulless, atheistic, Satanist Democrats don't give a crap about nobody! You don't give a crap about anybody, for Christ's sake. And I'm telling you, Democrats, this. You morons can tout gun control all you want to, but by God, and I hate to sound like, my filters, but you're going to have to pry the goddamn gun out of my cold, dead hands before you start banning or outlawing or doing any kind of gun control. By God, why is the Second Amendment right next to the First Amendment? Because it's pretty goddamn important. And the reason our forefathers put the Second Amendment in the Constitution was not to go out deer hunting. It was to protect the American people against government tyranny. Do you understand me? People that fear their government are a oppressed people. People who have a government who fear them are a free people. Do you understand me? Freedom is not given, it's taken. Do you understand me? It's not given, it's taken. And right now we have a government that does not fear its people. Right now we have a government that feels that it can be above the law. It can do above-the-law activity and have no consequence as a result. I mean, just the actions of what they have conducted in the Department of Justice and FBI prove that they don't care about our country, they don't care about our people, and they don't fear the people. They do not fear the people. And this is what we have to do, is we have to make this government fear us again. We have to make this government realize that it's not going to push us around. It's not going to manipulate us through false flags. It's not going to manipulate us through propaganda wings that are, quote, mainstream media. They're not going to manipulate us, for Christ's sake. I am willing to die for the Second Amendment. And I have a lot of people from all over the world on my chat rooms. And they tell me, Ghost, you Americans cannot let go of the Second Amendment. You cannot let the government take your guns away. Once the government takes your guns away, you're going to be as oppressed as we are. And folks, that's why I'm encouraging each and every one of you. You need to realize that the Second Amendment is important for a reason. And let's just take a step back for a second. Let's say we outlawed all guns, right? Let's say we outlawed all guns. Who would have the guns? The outlaws. And by the way, nobody in the campus of that Stoneman Douglas High School seemed to have had a gun. I mean, where was the campus cop in this whole instance? I mean, I'm sick and tired of hearing about these goddamn school shootings and not hearing about a school cop exchanging fire with this son of a bitch. The first person that should be killed in a school shooting, it should be the officer, because he should be exchanging fire with this son of a bitch. But no, you never hear that. Even though there's always a school officer that's armed, I never hear the school officer in any of these shootings come out and shoot the kid that's actually conducting all these shootings, all right, first and foremost. Secondly, it was a gun-free zone, okay? It was a gun-free zone, much like your little free speech safe spaces or whatever the hell your little safe spaces are. And you know what it means? It means that just because a place is a no-gun zone doesn't mean bad guys are not going to bring guns to an area. You understand? And by the way, folks, let's talk a little bit about Florida for a second. Florida, believe it or not, is one of the states that has been conducting school shooting drills for the past almost 7 to 8 years. All right? Now, I want to introduce you all to an organization that calls itself ALICE. Now, for you folks that are unaware of what ALICE is, folks, it is the #1 active shooter civilian response training for all organizations. It's in all 50 states. It's got over 1 million individuals trained to conduct themselves in these types of false drills. It's got over 3,980 police departments participating in these drills, 4,200 K through 12 school districts participating in these drills, 1,300 healthcare facilities participating in these drills, 950 higher education institutions organized and affiliated with these drills, 3,055 businesses affiliated with these drills, 760 agencies that are affiliated with these drills, 480 houses of worship that are affiliated with these drills. Now, what is ALICE? Okay, ALICE it's short for Alert, Lockdown, Inform, and Counter and Evacuate. It's a training instructor-led classes that provides preparation and plans for individuals and organizations on how to be proactive when handling the threat of aggressive intruders or active shooters in a given event. Whether it is an attack by an individual person or by an international group of professionals intent on conveying a political message through violence, ALICE training option-based tactics have become the accepted response versus the traditional, quote, lockdown-only approach. Now, why am I bringing up ALICE? Because, folks, Florida has been conducting fake active shooter drills since 2013 throughout the state. And I'm about to post an article right now on my Gab. Take a look at my Gab, folks. All right, take a look at my Gab. This is an article that was released by ABC News, November 14, 2014, okay? This is out of Florida. This is an actual article by ABC News in which a Florida active school shooting drill with gun-toting cops and actual blanks going off angers middle school parents because they had no idea this was happening. Not only did they not know, the teachers didn't know, nobody knew. So if nobody knew and they went in there and they were conducting themselves an active shooter drill, then who the hell is going to know the difference? Who the hell is going to know the difference? Look at my Gab! Check out my Gab right now! And this was in 2014, Winter Haven, Florida. Winter Haven, Florida. Take a look at that article right there. I'll read it to you. A school lockdown drill in Winter Haven, Florida angered parents whose children apparently texted in alarm with one noting that a police officer with an assault rifle came into the classroom. Initially, only 3 people knew about the lockdown at Jewett Middle School Academy on Thursday was only a drill. Only 3 people in the whole school knew it was a drill. Parents, teachers, and students were not told in advance about the schedule and event because the school district said the elements of surprise is vital to make the drill effective. I mean, I told you people, man. And even if you don't believe that what happened at Stoneman Douglas High School in Florida was a false flag, let's just say it wasn't a false flag. Then what are all these drills that have been happening all these years in Florida and in schools? What are they? What good were they? What good were they? I mean, I don't understand. If we're going to still have supposed shootings and mass shootings of this capacity like the one we saw in Parkland, Florida, then why exactly are we having these drills? They're obviously ineffective. But if you want my opinion, folks, let's just take this scenario of this one article that I just gabbed right now in Whitehaven, Florida. Nobody knew at Jewett Middle School Academy. I'm not joking. That's the name of the fucking school. I'm sorry. Excuse my French. I see a lot of people in the True Capitalist Radio chat room saying, shut it down. That's the real name. I'm not joking. Now, is it a coincidence? I don't know. But only 3 people knew about the lockdown at Jewett Middle School Academy. And parents and teachers and students were not told in advance because they wanted the element of surprise. Folks, I mean, what if they didn't tell anybody? And what if they just had a couple of people in these makeshift type of injuries, you know, these makeshift type of drills? I mean, how do we know this was not a drill? And they just converted it into real-world exercise. I mean, folks, I have yet to see the amount of blood that would signify that there was 17 people injured and 15 people dead. Have you ever seen somebody get stabbed before, folks? They bleed like a stuck pig. Have you ever seen somebody take a bottle shot to the head and then they start bleeding? I mean, there's this profuse bleeding out of their head. And you mean to tell me that somebody went into a high school and pulled off the fire alarm with hallways full of young bodies just kind of trying to get out? You mean to tell me that this guy, all he did was just shoot down the hallway with AR-15s, which can go through many bodies, folks. AR-15 rounds are very, very high caliber rounds, and it can go through many bodies. It can chop up a lot of people. And you mean to tell me he killed all these people, 15 people, wounded 17, and we can't find any kind of real massive amounts of blood to signify such a scene took place? And as I stated in the beginning of the show, folks, they are going to tear down Stoneman Douglas High School. Not even 2 days after the shooting, they're doing the same thing. I told you this was going to happen. They tore down Pulse nightclub right after that shooting. Remember, it wasn't even a week after the shooting they tore down that son of a bitch. They tore down the Sandy Hook school. And by the way, folks, I mean, I hate to keep bringing up Sandy Hook, but that was the biggest false flag I'd ever seen in my freaking life. And there was no blood, no kids being let out that were killed, you know, nothing. There was nothing. Nothing. As a matter of fact, folks, there's evidence that shows that Sandy Hook and that campus that was used in the shooting wasn't even active at that point, wasn't even open. So, I mean, look, I don't want to relive Sandy Hook, folks, but this is what they're going to continue doing. They're going to continue doing this till they goof us, until they emotionally sensationalize us into relinquishing our firearms and taking away our Second Amendment. And as I stated, even if you don't think this is a false flag, let's say you think this is a real shooting out there. Well, doesn't this make the whole concept of these live shooter drills absolutely a waste of time, effort, and energy and money? I mean, everybody's getting paid whenever there's a drill out at one of these schools. I mean, people are getting paid out here. Now, why are we conducting all these active shooter drills when they're still getting people killed? It doesn't make any sense. And let's say you still believe that this Stoneman Douglas High School was a real shooting, okay? Well, let's take a look at how many times the FBI was called and notified about this Nicholas Cruz, okay? Now, the first time they were notified by somebody, it was a YouTuber who said that a comment that he got on his YouTube account by the account Nicholas_Cruz disturbed him, so he reported it to the FBI. He reported that this Nicholas Cruz name on YouTube made the following comment: "I'm going to be a professional school shooter." And what this YouTuber did was notify the field office, the local FBI field office, and he reported this in September. And it was reported by vlogger and YouTuber Ben Benight. And of course, the FBI did nothing, okay? The FBI's response was that it could not identify the user who made the comment. Can you believe this? The FBI could not locate the identity of the person that made the comment on this YouTube channel that stated, "I'm going to be a professional school shooter," even though the goddamn name of the account that made the goddamn comment was Nicholas_Cruz. And the FBI is claiming that they could not identify the goddamn creator of that comment, all right? That's the first time the FBI was notified about Nicholas Cruz. Then there was a second time that the FBI was notified about Nicholas Cruz, and this was in November, okay? And this is the FBI statement, which I actually gabbed out earlier today, if you want to check it out, but I'm going to repeat the statement that they made about this incident. FBI statement on Parkland, Florida shooting. On January 5th, it wasn't in November, it was in January, On January 5th, 2018, a person close to Nicholas Cruz contacted the FBI's Public Access Line, or PAL, tip line, to report concerns about him. The caller provided information about Cruz's gun ownership, desire to kill people, erratic behavior, and disturbing social media posts, as well as the potential of him conducting a school shooting. All right? This is somebody close to him that called the FBI. Under established protocols, the information provided by the caller should have been assessed as a potential threat to life. The information then should have been forwarded to the FBI Miami field office, where appropriate investigative steps would have been taken. We have determined that these protocols were not followed for the information received by the PAL line on January 5th. The information was not provided to the Miami field office, and no further investigation was conducted at any time. I mean, folks, what? Okay, first, they're conducting all kinds of drills out there in Florida. All kinds of school shooting drills, active shooting drills that obviously amounted to nothing, because we still have one of the largest and biggest mass shootings in school in American history. Okay, first and foremost. So right off the bat, all this Alice, all these school shooting drills were for naught, were for nothing. Okay? Secondly, we've got two different instances in which the FBI was told about this weird character, Nicholas Cruz, and they failed to do anything. I mean, isn't that what the FBI continuously encourages us to do when we feel funny about somebody and it looks like somebody's, looks a little weird and he may do something, to call the FBI so they can investigate the son of a bitch? And here you have two different instances where people contacted the FBI about this freak show, and they did nothing. They did nothing. So, folks, I'm starting to think, why exactly do we need the FBI any longer at this point in time? They're obviously corrupt and criminal-minded, because we're seeing what's unraveling as it pertains to them, the Russian dossier, the FISA court warrants, even their corruption going back to the Clinton email scandal. And then on top of that, they're failing to protect the American people when they've got people actually calling to go and investigate a potential really weird character that has a propensity, according to somebody that was close to him, that called the POW line, that he had a propensity to shoot people, shooting schools, and they did nothing. So tell me why we need the FBI again? Can somebody explain to me why we continue to need the FBI? They are not keeping the American public safe. They're obviously abusing their authority so that they can politicize the Bureau, so that they can play kingmaker. All right? They're obviously not pursuing the right leads because, look, I mean, do we have to go back? I mean, Robert Mueller, and I wrote about this on my blog at ghost.report if you want to check it out. Robert Mueller admitted that the FBI, quote, made mistakes that eventually caused 9/11. He admitted it. And how come Robert Mueller isn't held responsible for his admission? As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and gab it for you people that, I can't find it, Ghost. What is it? I don't get it. As a matter of fact, instead of gabbing my article, I'm going to give you the exact article in which he admits. As a matter of fact, I'm going to read it to you, all right? I'm going to read it to you. All right, this was on May 30th, 2002, boy, all right? And I'm going to read this whole goddamn thing because why isn't Robert Mueller being held accountable for this lapse in judgment, huh? Was he careless and unsophisticated or something? This was on CBS News, okay? 2002, May 30th. FBI Director Robert Mueller acknowledged serious lapses in how the FBI mishandled some information prior to 9/11. Suggested for the first time that investigators might have detected the terrorist plot if they had pursued leads more diligently. Now, what does that sound like again here today? What the hell does that sound like? And let me continue. Mueller's acknowledgement came amid two disclosures of what could be missed hints about September 11th. The first was a warning from another agency to the FBI that a Middle Eastern country was seeking to buy commercial air flight simulators. The second was a memo from the Oklahoma City FBI agent who reported observing large numbers of Middle Eastern pilots and flight students in his area. Neither memo apparently drew much attention. And here's Robert Mueller's defense of his incompetence. Well, the jury is still out on all of it, Mueller said Wednesday at the FBI headquarters. Looking at it right now, I can't say for sure it would not have, therefore there wasn't a possibility that we could have come across some lead that would have led us to the hijackers. On Thursday, Mueller told ABC Good Morning America, I do not believe, based on what I know now, that we could have prevented the attack. I'm not ruling out the possibility at all. Of course you can't. Because that's their fucking job! Stopping these attacks is their fucking job! I'm not ruling out the possibility at all. We could have gotten lucky, absolutely. But what I've seen now, I do not believe we could have prevented the attack. Oh, what a bunch of crap. What a bunch of crap, man. What a bunch of crap. And you know what he did after this? He decided, I'm Robert Mueller, and I'm going to list the Bureau's new list of priorities. This was the new list of priorities after 9/11. Let's go ahead and list them, okay? Protect the United States from a terrorist attack. Well, they pretty much drop the ball on that every single day, don't they? Protect the United States against foreign intelligence operations and espionage. Well, they dropped the ball on that because they just admitted today that the Russians meddled in our elections, and the FBI didn't do a goddamn thing about it because they were too busy getting Hillary Clinton off on her email scandal. What a bunch of crap. Protect the United States against cyber-based attacks and high-technology crimes. Well, give me a freaking break. Everybody and their brother's getting hacked. Hey, even the goddamn credit report got hacked. Even of the credit report bureaus got hacked, for Christ's sake, man. The freaking Obamacare website got hacked. I'm telling you, you have failed. Here's another one. Combat public corruption at all levels. That's a laugh. Combat public corruption? You, FBI, you are the public corruption. You. Protect civil rights. Oh, yeah? Whose civil rights? Are you talking about the special rights that the Clintons have? That they're constantly able to shake off federal goddamn indictments like it's going out of style? Is that who you're protecting there, FBI? Combat transnational and national crime organizations and enterprises. Oh, yeah? Hey, FBI, how come we have Hezbollah trafficking drugs all over the country and funneling it through used car sales so that they can fund their Hezbollah organization, and not one of you have done a goddamn thing about it? How about that? Combat major white-collar crime. Well, who the hell knows what you're doing in that department? Combat significant violent crime. Are you really combating significant violent crime, FBI? Huh? I mean, I just exposed the fact that you failed not just on this recent Stoneman Douglas high school shooting, but you've also failed on 9/11. I mean, your own goddamn head of the FBI admits it, for heaven's sake. Let's continue going. Support federal and state, local, and international partners, whatever the hell that means. Upgrade technology to successfully perform the FBI's mission. Yeah, right. You know what? Get this crap out of here. Get out of here! But that's what I'm telling you, folks. They admitted it. So why the hell do we need the FBI any longer? And moreover, when is somebody going to be held accountable for the FBI's incompetence? I mean, you people understand that the FBI has unlimited resources. I mean, it can use the power of the government's purse, which is an unlimited amount of money, to be able to conduct themselves in the type of operations that they need to take down bad guys. Instead, they're utilizing that power to get Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton off and trying to remove duly elected presidents, etc. So once again, folks, whether or not you believe this was a false flag or not, obviously whatever the FBI was doing, whatever these drills, these active shooter drills that have been actively going on in Florida for the past 8 to 10 years have been doing, none of it's worked. None of it's worked. And this is all proactive garbage that would be conducted if we were to outlaw guns. So even the methods in which you people are claiming that are going to stop gun violence once we take guns away from people, it's already proven that it's not. All right? All your little safety measures, all your little gun-free zones, all your FBIs, it's not going to work. It's not. All right? I mean, it's as simple as that. It's already been proven. But in my personal opinion, folks, I don't think this was a real shooting at all. I mean, they're doing the same modus operandi as they did in Sandy Hook, the same thing they did in the Pulse nightclub shooting. And what are they doing? They're going to tear down the building. They've already made that. Not even 2 days after the goddamn school got shot. All right? Not even 2 days, they're going to tear down the goddamn school. How convenient. Let's just, you know, they did the same thing after 9/11. Let's bring back 9/11 since we're talking about it. What did they do to all the steel in 9/11? They tore it down, they melted it, and they made a ship out of it. You remember that? I mean, they want to burn the evidence, folks. I mean, you know, you would think that they would have that crime scene up and available so that maybe some of the parents that lost their children can hire private investigators to go overlook the scene and maybe find something that these obvious incompetent FBI agents or refuse or can't find. No, they're going to tear it down. And by the way, folks, I want to clear this out. This Nicholas Cruz, this guy was your perfect patsy for such a false flag. This was an adopted kid from Russia. He's actually a Ruski. And he was adopted, obviously, by Cuban Americans. His adopted father died early in his raising, and his adopted mother recently died in November of the flu. So this guy has no family, and guess what? He's a Russian. Now, what nationality were those guys that conducted the supposed Boston bombing? Y'all remember that? What nationality were they again? They were Russian! And do you remember those Boston bomber kids? Their mom came out and admitted, I don't know what you're talking about. My son, he was working with the FBI. He was an informant with the FBI. The FBI contact my son all the time. I don't know what this is about. Of course, that her son, I mean, and y'all, there's an interview out there of her saying this. She said that her sons were FBI informants and that were working with the FBI, and that the FBI had been to their house, and that the FBI had called them on a consistent basis. And what was the prelude? Or excuse me, not the prelude. What was the after effects of that supposed bombing? One of the most unprecedented live action firefights that anyone has ever seen in American soil. Do y'all remember that? They closed down a city and forced everybody to stay in their homes while people were in their homes hearing nothing but gunshots happening all over the town. All because they were supposedly looking for 2 Russian kids that were immigrants. Do y'all remember that? So once again, Nicholas Cruz, another Russian, conducting a similar type of activity of mass murder. And to be honest with you folks, I just don't believe that this is, I think this is a false flag. Just like the Boston bombing was a false flag, folks. I mean, there's plenty of evidence showing these kids just standing around looking like a bunch of patsies, and they're being charged with the damn bombing. I mean, look, I don't want to get into this whole conspiracy theorist stuff because I know it turns a lot of people off. But even if you do believe that the shooting happened, doesn't it prove that taking away our guns is a ridiculous, impulsive reaction? And doesn't it prove that all these gun live-action drills at school, the FBI, and the law enforcement folks, they're not a sufficient barrier to protect your life? I mean, frankly, folks, don't you realize whenever there's crime that's happening, especially in a municipality, the cops are always the last one there when there's bodies on the floor, people lying dead, etc. They're never there to initiate safety. And if they are, what happens to them a lot of the times? They get killed because they don't know how to react. All right? Their adrenaline's pumping, and they do some mistake against some criminal that has nothing to lose, and they end up getting wounded or shot. That's why you're hearing a lot of cop killing happening here recently. So that's what I'm saying, folks. I mean, in my personal view, I mean, even if you don't believe that this is a false flag, how you can argue that gun control will save lives is the most ridiculous idea that can ever be posed, because you're relying your whole life safety on the police and the FBI, and we've already seen that both of them will not protect you. I mean, just take a look at the FBI. They were informed twice about this Nicholas Cruz, once in September by a YouTuber and another time in January by a family friend, and the FBI failed to investigate this threat. And yet you've got these grandstanding Democrats trying to call for gun control, folks? No. I refuse to sit here and think and believe that the police and the FBI will save my life without doing something myself to protect my own life. And that's why the Second Amendment is so important. The Second Amendment is so goddamn important, and you will have to pry the gun out of my cold, dead hands out here in Texas if you think that you're going to take away my Second Amendment. And I'm telling you this right now, all you pussy-whipped liberal leftist pieces of anti-American trash that are arguing, how many more people have to die, and oh my God, and being all emotional about this crap. Hey, why don't you go and talk about all the mass murder that's happening all over the world in every different war front? How come you're not crying for those kids? How come you're not crying for the kids in Syria that are getting caught with strays between all the different factions that are fighting in there? How about that? How come I don't hear you talk about the utter war zone that's happening in Brazil right now, where women and children are being killed based upon mere robbery? You know that they had to implement the military today, folks, in Brazil, so that they can assert authority and civil order once again, because Brazil has gone into a complete war zone and people are robbing each other, killing each other, shooting each other up there. I mean, folks, you people that are on the left make me so sick. You know that? You make me so sick. I mean, because of you and the way you feel, you actually think that that is enough justification to take away our God-given rights. And let me tell you, you don't care about these kids if they did die. You don't care about these kids in these goddamn school shootings. You don't care about gun control. The only reason you Democrats want to take away our guns is because you want to be able to dictate to us in a totalitarian capacity without any of us being able to retaliate in a physical capacity. Because I'll be goddamn if you idiot criminal assholes in Washington, D.C. take away our Bill of Rights. I will be goddamn if you people take away our Constitution. Anyway, folks, we're already like 11 minutes into the third and final hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. Before we get started on anything else, I'd like to remind everybody to please spread it around like wildfire and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house, and we are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And by the way, you can download every one of my broadcasts that I have conducted for the past 10 years. You can download it for free at the official website, and it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And of course, if you have not done so, please follow me on Gab, folks. All right, type in your browser. You can get to Gab by typing in your browser right now, gab.ai. That's gab.ai. And you can follow me under the name Politics Ghost. All one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost is the name to follow. And by the way, folks, not only am I verified, I'd like to remind everybody that if you want to be a part of the exclusive True Capitalist Radio chat room, have exclusive giveaways, have exclusive content, all kinds of exclusive goodies, then by God, subscribe. Go to my Gab account, Politics Ghost, right now, and subscribe, baby. All right? And by the way, I'm going to be kicking back in the True Capitalist Radio chat room tonight. I'm going to be kicking back drinking with all the hooligans that are in there. So if you want to come kick back with us tonight, well then by God, go to Politics Ghost right now and push the subscribe button. It's as simple as that, folks. Anyway, now that we got that all out of the way, let's move on to another subject matter. Folks, I talked about it earlier in the broadcast, but I'm going to talk about it again. The CIA is arguing in a court of law in a motion filed in New York City federal court. They are arguing that the public cannot see classified information that is given to, quote, credible journalists. Can you believe this crap? I mean, can you believe this crap? Good God, man. I mean, they're arguing this crap, man. I'm not joking. The CIA is finally coming out and saying that, yes, the mainstream media is the propaganda wing of the Central Intelligence Agency. They're basically coming out and saying it. All right? I mean, it's unbelievable how they're claiming that limited disclosures to reporters do not waive national security exemptions to Freedom of Information Act requests. Intelligence agencies and law enforcement agencies frequently deny records requests on the basis of protecting sensitive national security information, one of 9 exemptions written in to the federal Freedom of Information Act law. Now, the reason that the CIA lawyers are coming out and stating that only trusted journalists can be bequeathed classified information is because there's a lawsuit, that stems against the CIA by a New York independent journalist by the name of Adam Johnson. And thank God we have independent journalists that aren't afraid to put their goddamn necks on the line and, request Freedom of Information Act requests. But it stems from the CIA. It's a lawsuit against the CIA by a New York-based independent journalist, Adam Johnson, who had used a Freedom of Information Act request to obtain emails between the agency's Public Information Office and select reporters from the Wall Street Journal, Washington Post, and the New York Times. The emails the CIA provided to Johnson were redacted, leading him to question why he was not allowed to see the same information that had been given to the same reporters. Now, Johnson challenged the redaction in court, arguing that the CIA, once it has selectively disclosed information to unclear reporters, cannot claim the same information is protected by the Freedom of Information Act exemption. Now, the judge in the case appeared to find Johnson's argument compelling. In a court order last month, Chief Judge Colleen McCannon of the Southern District of New York said that the Freedom of Information Act's laws do not authorize limited disclosure to favor the journalist or otherwise. In this case, CIA voluntarily disclosed to outsiders information that it had a perfect right to keep private, she wrote. There is absolutely no statutory provision that authorizes limited disclosure of otherwise classified information to anyone, including trusted reporters, for any purpose, including the protection of CIA sources and methods that might be otherwise outed. McCannon also said it didn't matter if the journalists in question published the information they received, only if the CIA waived its rights to deny the information. So, what did the CIA do? They filed a motion against this, okay? They filed a motion against this, and Johnson has until March 1st to reply to the government's motion, which asks for a summary judgment in favor of the CIA. And, of course, the CIA lawyers are arguing that intelligence officials can selectively release classified information to trusted journalists, quote-unquote, while withholding the same information from citizens. So once again, folks, what did I tell you about the mainstream, lamestream media? All right? I'm serious. What did I tell you? They are nothing more than a propaganda wing for the CIA. That's why it's fake news. That's why our president has been promoting the fact that this mainstream media is pure fake news. It's crap. It's bogus. It's phony. And the CIA has come out and said it. The CIA has come out and said it, that they can release whatever classified information on a selective basis and be able to disclose it to so-called trusted, credible journalists. Huh? Now, this is the intelligence agency that's supposed to be keeping America safe. Haven't you noticed that all these agencies that are supposed to keep us safe seem to be kind of working against us? Kind of seem to be working to oppress us? Folks, you have to be politically aware, and now that you're politically aware, you can't be politically silent, man. As I've stated time and time again, this is a government made for the people and by the people, but if the people fall asleep at the wheel, like we did for the past 40 or 50 years, then you're seeing the direct consequence of those actions. high debt, for Christ's sake, $20+ trillion. Look at all the bureaucracy that's all in our lives. Take a look at all the laws, the taxation, the regulations. Look at the fleecing of our tax system. This all happened under our watch while we were asleep, while we were too busy watching football and wrestling and cartoons and playing video games and all this other nonsense. We had bureaucrats in Washington, D.C. selling us out for the past 50 goddamn years. I mean, why do you think Donald Trump doesn't want to fund these international bureaucracies anymore? He's not naive to the fact that American tax dollars built the United Nations. American tax dollars built NATO. American tax dollars created that ridiculous Paris Climate Accord. And who allowed these assholes to raid our tax system? These scumbags in Washington, D.C. These complete slimy assholes in Congress with their shit-eating grins and their disingenuous talk. As I stated, Washington, D.C. is the equivalent of a criminal organization as far as I'm concerned. And I'm telling you, folks, I mean, the sooner you people start understanding this, the sooner the government will start fearing the people instead of the people fearing the government. And I'm going to say it one more again. All right, freedom is not given, it's taken, boy. You understand that? And we need to take our goddamn freedom. We need to take our goddamn freedom from these filthy, soulless bureaucrats in Washington, D.C. Jesus Christ. Anyway, let me move on, all right? We're running out of time here. All right? Now, the President of the United States, and I'm going to make this brief, plans to reform the SNAP program, or the food stamps program, by replacing food stamp payments with a delivery system of a food box. Now, in this food box is going to be food that is basically comprised of what the government feels like you need to eat. I mean, I just don't understand this idea of giving people blank checks so that they can go out and basically just shovel unhealthy garbage in their gullet like a garbage disposal. And that's why we have fat, poor people in America. I mean, let me tell you something, folks. That's why a lot of people in the international community hate America. Because their poor are dying of starvation, and our poor are dying of obesity! They're dying of obesity! I mean, what's wrong with that picture? What's wrong with that picture? People in the world today are dying of starvation, while our poor here in America are dying of obesity, are dying of diabetes, are dying of heart-related problems related to shoveling bad food down their gullets. Now, I do appreciate that the president is going to reform food stamps because we need to get rid of this. And for a lot of different reasons. First of all, the costs. We need to reduce the cost of how much the American taxpayer is paying in food stamps, first of all. Secondly, these people that are impoverished, that are getting food stamps, need to put the freaking fork down. Now, how are we going to do that, boy? We're going to force them to eat what we tell them to eat. And they ain't going to be, going out spending your goddamn food stamp money on processed garbage, on processed sugar, salt, and fat, on goddamn soda waters, and all this crap. You get what you get. All right? And if you don't like the little food box, well, then get your fat ass up and go get a goddamn job so you can feed yourself. And from what I understand, folks, they're actually going to fill this box up with non-perishable items, like canned foods and things of that capacity. I mean, I heard Campbell soup. They're thinking about doing Campbell soup. Oh, man, that'd be great, wouldn't it? I mean, good God. I would get a print of the Campbell soup can of Andy Warhol if they're throwing a Campbell soup in a freaking box to the Poe in America. Oh, my, are you kidding me? I would go down the freaking barrio, the black ghetto, or the white trailer park with a speaker outside my car singing the jingle of Campbell's soup if this happens. I'm not even joking around. Campbell's soup is good food. Campbell's soup is good food. So I'm telling you this right now. I am perfectly happy with this, and this is going to force the poor in America to trim their fat asses down. They're not going to be able to chug down soda waters like it's going out of style. They're not going to be able to shovel in damn processed food down their gullet, all this frozen garbage. No, no, no. Campbell's soup is good food. We're going to force these bastards to lose some weight, all right? And if you don't like it, well, then get a goddamn job! If you don't like it, then get a goddamn job, you stupid, worthless piece of crap! Beggars can't be choosers! We've been feeding your fat asses for 10 years under Obama. You had an unlimited gravy train ride to make yourselves obese while you have contributed nothing to the production of America. Nothing. Now it's time for you to start eating crow, literally there, all right? And if you don't like it, then get your fat ass up and get a goddamn job. I'm so glad that the president is waking up America from this socialist slumber that was induced by the Obama administration. And I'll say it and I'll say it again. Obama threw this country back 30 or 40 years in race relations, in sociality, in politics, and definitely in economics. And thank God we have a capitalist president in Donald Trump that is bringing back economic productivity to this country. I told you when Donald Trump took office that this was a capitalist revolution. The year 2018 will be the year of the capitalist. You're goddamn right. Anyway, folks, last but not least, let's go ahead and get into some international news. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson says that the United States-Turkey relations is definitely in crisis mode. And the reason is because we're backing the Kurds in Syria, and of course the Turks are going into Syria in an attempt to try to assert a military operation against the Kurds, because the Kurds have conducted a few terrorist operations within the borders of Turkey. You can look those up. They've had at least about 3 or 4 bombings last year. And that's what's justifying Erdogan, which is the head of state of Turkey, to assert his military dominance in the region of Afrin. Now, the Turks have taken some initial casualties, but as this military exercise has gone on, it seems the Kurds are taking it on the teeth. The Kurds are getting killed en masse at this point, and not to mention, folks, as much as Erdogan and Turkey claim that they were not going to kill civilians, massive amounts of civilians are being killed in Afrin. As a matter of fact, there's a report, and it just came out about 20 or 30 minutes ago. There's a report that some of the bombings that are being conducted in Afrin that are by the Turks, 1 or 2 of them may have contained chemical weapons. Now, I just recently saw this, all right? I just recently saw this, and I don't know if that means that they bombed someplace and possible gases and chemical weapons started releasing, or this means that the Turks themselves were conducting themselves in some kind of chemical weapon capacity. Now, with that being said, folks, going back to Rex Tillerson and how he said that right now we're in the midst of a crisis-based situation as it pertains to the Turkish-U.S. relations. And I have to agree with Tillerson here. I mean, we may have to confront Turkey. I mean, I'm tired of Erdogan. I'm going to be honest with you, flexing nuts out here. I'm tired of Erdogan going out and thinking that Turkey's such a badass army. Don't get me wrong. They've got a great tank regiment, okay? I mean, they've got a great tank regiment. Everything, you know, as far as their military armaments and their artillery is great. But I don't think they have the heart to win. I don't think the Turks have the warfare to win. As a matter of fact, I think Erdogan is biting off more than he can chew, if you want my personal opinion. And if we have to confront the Turks in Syria, I say let's do it. You know, I say let's go for it. I'm sick and tired of Erdogan thinking that he's going to flank, because this is what he's planning on doing, folks, all right? He's planning on flanking Iran and Saudi Arabia when both of these entities begin to conduct some kind of a military theater of some kind with each other. All right? And what he wants is he wants to be able to use his Turkish army to flank both these sons of bitches, because what Erdogan wants, he wants to be the new leader of the Islamic world. Okay, that's what he wants to be. I mean, that's the whole purpose of him bringing back the Ottoman Empire. That's the whole reason why he's conducting himself in this capacity. I mean, it is what it is. So with that being said, I mean, keep your eye on Syria. That's why I keep covering this. I mean, we've got a lot of different powers in this region. I mean, is this a biblical war? I have no idea, right? I mean, do all roads lead to Damascus? I mean, I don't know what's going on here. Well, with all due respect, folks, there are a lot of different entities, a lot of different countries in Syria, and this could be a powder cake for a potential, not necessarily World War III situation, but definitely a global conflict that could resemble a world war. And lest we forget, in Syria, we've got the United States conducting military operations, we've got Russia conducting military operations, Turkey, Iran, we've got Israel. Now we're going to get France potentially conducting some kind of military operation. I mean, this is definitely setting itself up for a global conflict here. So I think this is all very interesting. That's why I keep covering Syria. And I think everybody should pay close attention on what the hell is going to culminate in that area of the world. And as far as Bashar al-Assad is concerned, I don't know what the hell, I don't know where he comes in the mix. I mean, I'm serious. Everybody and their brother is conquering his country, and meanwhile you had Putin and the Russians do whatever they could to preserve the integrity of that country and give it back to Bashar al-Assad. And then you've got the Turks, who are supposed to be the allies of Russia. They just signed a freaking arms deal in Sochi a couple of months ago. You've got Turkey saying that Bashar al-Assad has to be removed from power. So a lot of confusion, a lot of who the hell knows what's going on. All I'm saying is, watch Syria. It could be the hotbed for a potential global confrontation. Global confrontation. Anyway, folks, that's it. All right, I'm ending the news on that. Let me go ahead and take a swig of this beer here. And I guess, man, there's almost 30 minutes left, for Christ's sake. I guess we'll go ahead and get to everybody's favorite part of the broadcast. And I'm talking about Radiol Graffiti! That's right, folks. Radiol Graffiti, the part of the broadcast where the spectators become a part of the spectacle. All you've got to do is give me a call right now at area code 516-453-9903. And when I call on your area code, you've got exactly 3 to 4 seconds to say whatever it is that's on your mind. That's why we call this Radiol Graffiti. And before I move into Radiol Graffiti, folks, I'd like to remind everybody, I will be in the True Capitalist Radio chat room tonight. All right, I'm going to be drinking with those chaps in there. So if you want to have exclusive access to the True Capitalist Radio chat room, all you've got to do is go to my Gab account right now, Politics Ghost, all one word, no underscores. Go to my Gab account and subscribe, baby. Go to my Gab account and subscribe, and once you subscribe, message me on Gab, private message me, and let me know your Discord name, baby. It's that simple. As a matter of fact, we're going to be conducting some exclusive contests in the next couple of weeks, utilizing the members of the True Capitalist Radio Show chat room, all right? Exclusive contest. I'm going to be giving away a lot of goodies, and just wait and see, baby. Just wait and see. You guys are going to love it, okay? So once again, if you want to join the chat room, go to my Gab right now, Politics Ghost, and push the subscribe button, baby. It's as simple as that. Then private message me, let me know your Discord name, and you're in there. And you're in there. Anyway, folks, let's go ahead and get to the... Hey, engineer, do we got any goddamn radio graffiti calls to be had out here? All right, well... Without any further ado, let's go ahead and get to some radio graffiti calls right now. All right, here we go. How about anonymous radio graffiti? Oh, Jesus Christ, here we go with the Helen Keller deaf mute. 704 radio graffiti.
Cock and ball torture, CBT, is a sexual activity involving torture of the male genitals. This may...
Who cares? And turn that crap down, you pervert. Who cares? Who the hell else do we got? Hey, you know what, engineer? Hang up some of these unavailables, all right? Hang up some of these goddamn not available. Hang them up. Hang them the hell up. Last thing we need is some fat idiot Puerto Rican or Dominican or whatever the hell he is that should be working at a bodega and his dyke wife calling up and trying to think that they're cool trolls or something. Get out of here! 305, Radio Graffiti.
The face! Not so complex. Need it! Want it! Need it! Have to have it! Face shot! Boom! Brains everywhere! Not the knee! Not the arm! Not the spine! Face! It has to happen! Face! Tired of waiting! No more waiting!
All right. Great display of autism, sir. Good God. 469, Radio Graffiti. I'm bald, I got dentures, and I have a hover round.
There. I know a place where you'll fit in. The Aluminum Vault Retirement Home, where things that turn to dust turn into sparkle. At Aluminum Vault, you can bathe in our unfiltered water, surf the internet with our complimentary Wi-Fi, and you might even come across our neighborly prostitutes.
My wife?
And your best friends will love it here, too. Let's open the other door.
Oh, hello, Ghost. I didn't know you would come by.
You son of a...
And if any of our seniors get a tiny bit upset, we have the finest meds to help them feel better. Is that right?
Yeah! Spaghetti! Yay!
Bring your baby boomers to us at Aluminum Falls, located 2 blocks away from where the Snakes Double Dip Bar.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
Goddamn African booty scratcher! Goddamn it, son of a bitch! Goddamn it! Goddamn it, I thought we got rid of that African booty scratcher piece of crap! I thought we got rid of that African booty scratcher piece of garbage! Good God! Goddamn African booty scratcher asshole! I thought we got rid of you! Son of a bitch, give me the mic! The goddamn mic, man! Screw you, African booty scratcher! Goddamn it, screw you! Son of a bitch! 352 Radio Goddamn Graffiti! What is it gonna hit? What is it gonna the holes in the head? Please stop! Enough! Oh, God damn it, hurts! What the hell was that supposed to mean? Huh? What the hell was that supposed to mean? Jesus Christ. 323 Radio Graffiti. What the hell is that? God damn it. What the hell is that? Anonymous Radio Graffiti. Night Prowler Radio Graffiti. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at a little bit of that, baby. And for you folks that are wondering what kind of brew that I'm drinking, of course, I'm drinking a little Hillary Clinton badge salad. Good stuff. Pervert! Oh, God, you sick son of a bitch! Oh, God, man. I'm telling you, sons of bitches, I knew you were going to goddamn ruin my Bowler Friday, man. I freaking knew it, man. Give me the mic! I freaking knew it! I freaking knew it, man. I'm telling you, don't mess with me, all right? Don't mess with me. You people are in hot water with me right now. Don't mess with me. I'll end the goddamn show. I'll end the goddamn show early. Don't you mess with me, you sack of crap. Anonymous Radio Graffiti. This is Sparta Radio Graffiti. 42 coin is one of the greatest investments out there in cryptocurrency today. Hey, shut up! Don't make fun of 42 coin, you stupid autistic turd! Don't you dare! You're lucky you're not in front of me right now. I would stomp your stupid autistic teeth so far down your goddamn throat, you'll be able to eat the last chicken and tendies you shoved down your gullet, you piece of crap! Don't you dare! Don't you goddamn dare! Anonymous Radio Graffiti! Oh, great. Helen Keller deaf mute. That's great. That's just great. 518 Radio Graffiti. And did you see that he actually drew a My Little Pony character on the magazine of that firearm in question? Did you see that? Don't you dare try to take away my bronies, you piece of crap! You stupid idiot. I'd rather die than be any one of those that you just mentioned there, you stupid shithead. You ripped me off enough, you sorry sack of pot-bellied crap! I'd rather take a dirt nap than embrace communism or to embrace this ridiculous My Little Pony nonsense where all you stupid bronies keep shoving this crap down my hole. Look at this, bronies for Alex Jones. No, shut up! The bronies are with me! There are thousands of bronies out here that are jerking off to this ridiculous 8-year-old girl cartoon. It's sick! Cheers to all of you, for Christ's sake. Oh, my God. Right when I did that, look at my dad. Check out my dad. They got Alex Jones hanging out at BronyCon. The only time I'll go to a BronyCon is if me and the capitalist army are going to raid that son of a bitch. We're going to crash that son of a bitch. I will never, and I mean never, like My Little Pony, you stupid dumb freak show fandom brony jerk dicks. Maybe there was something that My Little Pony was doing. Maybe, just maybe, My Little Pony was trying to make you sick, twisted fruits capitalists. Let me go ahead and tweet out an article that's on ghost.report. Take a look at this. My Little Pony, all right? My Little Pony, capitalism is magic. Is My Little Pony really trying to subliminally, trying to turn its viewers into capitalists? No matter how much you idiots pray to the pony god, it's never going to happen. Look at this. Take a look at that. Capitalism is magic. God damn it! Shut up! 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 Alex Jones is coming at me, he's ripping me off, and he's trying to siphon fans from my show. All right? He's trying to siphon fans from my goddamn show. So shut up. I'm not a brony, asshole. I'm not a brony. I'll never be a brony. So don't insinuate nothing. Do you understand me? Don't you idiots insinuate a goddamn thing. Don't you insinuate a goddamn thing. Jesus Christ, man. Give me the mic. Don't you insinuate a goddamn thing. I'm telling you, you idiots, you want me to goddamn end this show early, don't you, you sack of crap? You want me to end this damn show early, huh? Huh? Keep this freaking crap up, boy. Keep this crap up! Son of a bitch. Anonymous Radiol Graffiti! Within in the house.
Pudding company!
Hello.
Oh my God, is this real?
I'm Donald Trump.
Let me get my freaking gun out here, for Christ's sake. You son of a bitch. Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Don't you dare! Don't you goddamn dare, you little son of a bitch! Don't you dare! God damn it, you Trump terrorist, cyber sons of bitches! Don't you dare go there! Don't you dare go there! How dare you go there! How goddamn dare you go there! You pieces of garbage! Man, I'm not joking, you dumb sons of bitches! One more time! One more time, if you won't piss me off and ruin this Baller Friday, I am out of here! I am out! I am out! God! Give me the goddamn mic! I'm giving your assholes one last time! One last goddamn time! Son of a bitch! Jesus Christ, 256 Radio Goddamn
We got
Graffiti!
Iron Radio Graffiti.
Are you rolling? You ready for this? Can't believe it's come to this. You got me, okay? You happy now? You bastards? Yes, I am Ghost. I played the character. Ghost. And we fooled you all. The master actor, the master genius. Hold on. Hold on.
I am your host, the man they call Alex Jones. I am Alex Jones, and don't you ever forget it. 1776 will commence again because I got super male vitality, and it'll give you the big ass boners and my filters, my filters, my filters, my filters. God damn son of a bitch! I'm not Alex Jones! Alex Jones ripped me off! He ripped me off and everybody knows it! Everybody knows it! Alex Jones rips me off and everybody out there that listens knows it! He's been ripping me off for years, man! He's been ripping me off for years! How dare you! Son of a bitch, what? Is that what you want, huh? Is that what you dumb sacks of crap want, huh? My filters! My filters! My filters! You son of a bitch! I'm sick and tired of this crap from you people! I'm sick and tired of this crap! I'm sick of this crap! What kind of a goddamn Baller Friday is this, man? What kind of a Baller Friday? can't believe you pieces of crap, man. I can't. Goddamn sons of bitches, man. Give me the damn mic. I can't take much more of this crap, man. I can't. You know what? You know what I need, for Christ's sake? More beer! More beer, for Christ's sake! I need some more beer, for Christ's sake, man. I'm telling you, see what I'm talking about, man? You troll terrorists and cyber vermin pieces of crap. You people are driving me to drink. You're driving me to drink, for Christ's sake, just to take the goddamn edge off. You're driving me to drink, for Christ's sake. Good God, man. Good God. Oh, my God, man. I'm sorry, folks, man. You just have to have a goddamn drink. You're listening to the kind of garbage that I'm taking, for Christ's sake, man. You're listening to this crap. This is the internet here. Huh? This is the internet. It's a bunch of goddamn ridiculous freaking migrant mouth-hugging, refugee pubic hair inspecting, foreskin muzzle-loving, milky licking, cauliflower cock pieces of chicken-eating cornbread crap. That's what these people are. That's what these goddamn people are, for Christ's sake, man. I need some goddamn beer, for Christ's sake. I'm sorry, folks. I gotta do this, man. I mean, you're hearing this goddamn show, for Christ's sake, aren't you? You're hearing this goddamn show. Oh, my God. What a messed up Baller Friday this is, man. What a goddamn messed up Baller Friday this is. 352 Radiol Graffiti. What do I do now? What do I do now? Do I take a trip to Africa now?
This is True Mumbuku Radio. True Mumbuku Radio.
Oh, look at Africa!
The badass of game hunting. Give him fresh water or give him dead. Broadcasting from a third-rate third-world village in the savannas of Zimbabwe, Africa.
No, wait.
And now he'll take it from here. The guy that finally moved out of San Antonio. The trans black they call
God damn it, you sons of bitches. You goddamn sons of bitches. Damn it. I'm so done with this goddamn show already, man. Why doesn't this show just hurry up and end? Hurry up and end, for Christ's sake. This show is horrible. This show is horrible. What a horrible goddamn Baller Friday, man. What a horrible goddamn Baller Friday. It's pissing me off. It's pissing me off. It's pissing me off. God damn it. Give me the mic. You little fruity bastards, man. You goddamn fruit bowl bastards. I can't believe that you sorry sacks of crap would do this to me on a Baller Friday. I can't believe it. I deserve more respect than this. Don't you understand that? I deserve more respect. I'm tired, man. I'm so tired of this crap. I'm so tired. I'm so goddamn tired. I'm so goddamn tired. God damn it, man. What a Baller Friday, man. Give me my freaking beer. I can't believe this crap. Anonymous Radio Goddamn Graffiti. Mr. Duck Radio Graffiti. I'm alone! Good God! I'm alone! I'm sick of that
Don't you be singing happy birthday for me for that son of a bitch. Don't you dare. He rips me off. He rips me off all the damn time. He rips me off. Hey, Alex, stop. You ripped me off enough. Don't you dare try to take away my bronies, you piece of crap. You understand that?
Hey, shut up! Don't shut that off! I was almost cool with the Pantera remix. Shut up about the bronies, goddammit! Shut up! Shut up! Anonymous Radiol Graffiti! Full of rock, Radiol Graffiti.
Now, Mrs. Albin, we have run several behavioral tests on Thomas, and unfortunately, he is autistic.
I like anime video games, all right? And I don't like you, okay? And if I don't like you, then you should like me.
Now, Thomas, play nice with the other children.
I can't wait till internet connections are $5 a month so that these capitalists aren't on the internet in abundance anymore.
That's it, Thomas. I warned you. Now you're getting a trip to the woodshed.
Oh, shit. Oh, Christ. Oh, Christ, no. Get away. Get away, I'm armed! Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh, my God, look, I gotta get the hell out of here.
I ain't made a man of you yet, boy.
God damn it, shut up! Shut the fuck up! I hate you! What kind of a goddamn Bowling Friday is this, man? What kind of a goddamn Bowling Friday is this, man? Oh, God! Oh, God! Oh, Jesus Christ, man! Stop making me sound like a fucking cartel! Give me the mic! Damn it! Excuse my French, but good God! I don't know how much more I could take of this garbage, man. I mean, what a goddamn Baller Friday. Are you all listening to this? What kind of a Baller Friday is this? Huh? What the hell kind of a goddamn Baller Friday is this? Oh, my God. Jesus Christ, man. It's 713 Radio Goddamn Graffiti.
What is your confession, my son?
Every day, I huff paint thinner with distilling. I know it's rotting my brain, but ever since Ghost smoked that THC on the air, I really just can't help it.
Well, at least you're not doing hard drugs. Speaking of which, it looks like distilling is here. What is your confession, my son?
I sold my entire stake of 42 coin and bought shares in a paint shop. Now, instead of giving me a dividend, I've agreed they can send me paint samples to sniff.
Just make sure you use some solvent to even it out. Next. What is your confession, my son?
In 2008, I voted for Hillary Clinton for president.
It's okay. I voted for Obama that year. Oh, my.
What? What? What the fuck? No! No! You goddamn liberals in disguise! I knew it! You're a damn liberal! You stupid, stinky, smelly liberal! I knew it! I knew you were a goddamn mulatto-loving, liberal-loving piece of crap! I knew it! I freaking knew it, man! I freaking knew it! I knew it! For Christ's sake, man! You know what? I'm done! I'm so done with this damn Baller Friday! I'm sick of this crap! I'm done! I'm freaking done! Stick a fucking fork in me! I'm done! Excuse my French! But I'm done! I'm so done with this crap! I'm so goddamn scared of mine! I can't believe that you people here could ruin my Baller Friday to the capacity that you've done! can't believe you! I can't believe you, you piece of crap! You know what? I'm out of here! I'm done with this Baller Friday, for Christ's sake! I'm gonna go kick it with the True Capitalist Radio, people in the True Capitalist Radio chat room. I'm kicking it with them tonight! I'm kicking it with them! And look, if you want to go into the True Capitalist Radio chat room, then go to my Gab right now, Politics Ghost, and subscribe! That's the least you can do after ruining my goddamn Baller Friday, is subscribe, for Christ's sake! I'm getting the hell out of here. Screw all you people, man. All you people that are laughing, and I'm looking at you, look at them! On Gab! They're laughing! They're laughing, for Christ's sake! Good God! Yeah! You son of a bitch! I can't stand it! I can't stand it! You ruined my Baller Friday! I can't believe you! Damn it!
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
Ultra Combo!
Do. Wow, what lit. That was lit. Lit Radiol Graffiti, guys. Woo-wee, that was lit as fudge. And hot fudge that was. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and thank you everybody for listening in. Shout out to the Inner Circle, and shout out to the people over the TCR Discord chat room. So guys, thank you all for watching. I do appreciate it. And of course, listening into this relay on the chat rooms platform, because it's awesome to you listen in the chat rooms platform. So if you can't call into the show, it's another alternative way to listen in to the TCR broadcast. So thank you everybody for coming out tonight. And speaking of which, guys, I will be giving some shout-outs here shortly. And yes, shout-outs are going to be commencing here shortly. Oh, by the way, I forgot to put up the YouTube. There he goes. I was looking for the YouTube. Yes, there he goes. Sorry about that. Anyways, guys. Yes, guys, that was it for the True Capitalist Radio. This was episode number 546, right here on the BN. I am your relay host, your BN King. And tonight, guys, I do appreciate everyone for coming out on this Baller Friday. And of course, I want to wish everybody a happy Baller Friday and happy Baller Friday to everybody else out there. If you're listening to this on this Baller Friday, on a Friday, if you're listening to this on a different day, well, hope you enjoyed your day listening in. And of course, you can always come back here once again, or you can just listen to it live whenever we do appear every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 p.m. Pacific. And yes, it is live. And of course, if you do subscribe, you get notified when the next TCR show happens right here, whenever it happens, instantly, just like that. And yes, if you guys want to also follow me on my Twitter account at The Brony Network, or BN_King, that's my Gab account, you can also be notified there as well for future streams and much, much more. And do also make sure to follow Gab on his Gab account. Politics Goes is his Gab. Do make sure to actually subscribe to him, as of course, if you want to have access to the official TCR Discord chat. Of course, I'm in it, and I do wish everybody is in it. Of course, if you get access to it, a lot of good stuff happens. A lot of good stuff happens, especially on the weekends. Weekends, you do not want to miss what happens on weekends on the official TCR Discord chat, because a lot of fun stuff. A lot of fun stuff. And when I mean a lot of fun stuff, a lot of fun stuff. Anyways, let me see if we can get some people to actually in the chat room here. What it is. Hold on, just a sec. Hey guys, what's going on in the TCR chat? I'm on live stream here. If you guys want to get some shout outs?
Searchradio.org.
Searchradio.org.
Yay! Spaghetti! Meatballs in my mouth.
Searchradio.org.
TwoGirls1Cup.com.
InfoWars. Filters.org. HowTurnerRadioshow.com. MyLittlePony.com. Buy Super Male Fatality.
Hey, Ghost. guys boners.
All right. Well, I'll end like this. Thank you guys for the shout outs. Let me just meet you and let you guys go on with Ghost. Anyways, that was everybody who actually shouted on the official TCR Discord chat room. And of course, you can also join in and actually join the conversation. Of course, Ghost itself does appear in that chat room if you guys want to actually be part of it. A lot of fun stuff, like I said, a lot of fun activities that's been concurred in there, and lots of things that, well, can't say as much. I'm just saying, subscribe, $5 to get on the Discord. Just make sure to send that your Discord to Ghost. Ghost will reply to you with the link. The invite is a one-use only, so don't you think you can spread that around. It's just a one-time use, and it's time as well. So once you get it, you got to get on that pronto. All right, guys. Well, enough of that. Let's move on and let's do some shout-outs, shall we? All right, guys. You guys are ready for the shout-outs. I know you are. Oh, before I do the shout-outs, remind everybody that tonight we are having a movie night playing over at the BN Theater. Yes, movie night playing at the BN Theater right after the stream. And the movie playing tonight we're playing is Blade Runner 2049. That's right, guys. Blade Runner 2049. It will be playing immediately after this stream ends. And, of course, if you want to watch that movie with us for our movie night, head over to the BN Theater. If you're on YouTube, link will be in the descriptions. Click on that. Of course, if you go on that site, you'll see the Ustream stream as well being embedded with the same feed that's actually going on. So, come on. We're having a movie night over to the BN Theater. We're playing Blade Runner 2049. Yes. It is going to be a very, very awesome movie to watch, especially to everybody. But yes, once again, Blade Runner 2049 will be played right after this stream ends. And of course, if you actually go over their stream on the after any time of the day it goes offline, there's some things or something that plays 24/7. So of course, nothing will stop playing in there. Anyways, guys. Let's move on to do shoutouts, shall we? So let's move on. This is the part where I do shoutouts. But of course, before I do regular shoutouts, I'm going to do some special shoutouts. So this is the part where I'm going to do some special shoutouts. Special shoutouts are only people who subscribe during the live broadcast. And of course, if you want to get a special shoutout and if you subscribe as a new user, only for new subscribers will only get a shout out during the broadcast. And don't think that if you try to actually unsubscribe and subscribe, don't do it, because of course I know who you are, so you won't get instantly. I don't think that's going to ever work. And of course, also anybody who donated or leave a tip, you also receive a special shout out as well. Easy as that. Anyways, we have new subscriber here, only one here. I want to say the shout out to QT Anime Girl for subscribing, and that's only just one tonight. So thank you, QT Anime Girl, for subscribing. Hope you enjoyed tonight's Go Show. No tips or donations tonight. So of course, let's move on to the regular shout out, shall we? So last time we did SciTube. So today, actually, did we did? Yeah, I think I'm pretty. Hey, Night Purple Pony. No, you haven't missed it yet. That's tomorrow, but I'll give you some information of that right at the very, very end of this, because of course it is something to say here. So I'll give you the info. So, anyways, regular shout outs. If you guys want a regular shout out, let's do some regular shout outs here. YouTube. Yes, we're on the YouTube. If you guys want to, oh, actually, no, hold on. We did YouTube last time. We are doing SciTube. Oh, sorry about that. Yes. Now my mind is boggling for which one I did last time. Last time it was YouTube. This time it's SciTube. All right, SciTube peeps are going to be going on now. So SciTube peeps are on first, and then YouTube. So let's do SciTube. So if you want to do SciTube shoutouts, all you do, just register yourself in the user list. Your name will be popped out instantly without actually spamming or anything. So you're just there. I know who you are, so you're going to get a shout out right there. If you're behind it, you just want to make sure to get on that right now, because of course I'm doing SciTube, and then we are going to do YouTube here shortly, so no worries. If you guys are spamming right now, you're pretty much going to be opening up the participant list. So I'll get to that here momentarily. But let's do the SciTube shout out. So who do we have for SciTube peeps? So I want to say SciTube. All right. let's do this. So, side 2 peeps. We got Night Purple Pony, T. Rian, Bob Tom, Selexa, Steve Sombrero, Chrome Thunder, Cody D. Bunny, Dr. Brisso is in place, Edgar, Finish, Poner. It's going on to Flyer, Scarlet Moon, Pink Water, Royal and the Short Bus, and Space Ghost. Yes. Alright. Now, that's everybody in that chat room. Yeah, that's everybody on the side tube. So that many people are actually inside the side tube because people are left. If you were here earlier, shout out to y'all, or if you were, shout out to y'all. Thank you for coming. So now let's move on to the YouTube now. So YouTube peeps, get ready for YouTubes. We are. Once again, if you want to shout out on YouTube, all you have to do is pretty much spam that live chat feed because, of course, the only way to get your shout out name is being your name pop up during the participant list. Right here, I'll be naming it from A to Z alphabetically, so you better make sure to spam that and make sure your name pops up because, of course, that's how you're going to get a shout out. Otherwise, nothing would happen, and, of course, I'm going to have to go scroll up again. So, let's do some YouTube shout-out, shall we? So, who did we go in 3, 2, 1? Let's go. It's going to Charo. It's going on to Chihuahua. Kaiwai, Charo's in the place. Chris Jaros, CPS Lock 3. Dr. Drapen, 8 Equals in the place. Fluttermark, 2020. Hey, what's going on, Fluttermark? It's going on to Jenda Sawyer. Midnight Smiles, Puka Dude, 42. Power Meadow Squid Girl, or I'm sorry, Pedal Power Meadow Squid Kid. It's going on to Rick Hoover, Sammy Garcia, Sigma 018, Slowpoke Garcia, and X String 93. Also, we have Wappy in the play. It's going on to Wappy. And once again, I'm doing some YouTube shout outs. So if you want a YouTube shout out, all you have to do is spam that because, of course, I'm doing the YouTube shout outs. Jenda Warrior, there you are, man. What's going on to Jenda Warrior? Aaron Tumon. What's going on to Aaron Tumon? What's going on to Midnight Smiles? Who else we have? Once again, YouTube shout outs we are doing. So make sure to do the YouTube shout outs. Get on part of it if you're in live right now. Because, of course, if you don't, then, of course, you ain't going to get it. It's going on to Hands Up, Don't Shoot. Does what? Does your butt make it look big? I'm pretty sure. Aaron Vug Gisbergen. What's going on, man? Yes, I'm doing now live feeds because Ray already done with the participants. So right now I'm looking on the live chat room and see who wants a shout out. That of course, if I have not seen your shout outs names or not seen your name, this is the time to do it now. Do it now, because of course, if not, then we're just gonna move on. Yep, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. Oh yes, show was very spectacular tonight. Whew. What a lit green graffiti that was. Spectacular graffiti, man. Spectacular. In all the weeks, yes. Hey, Wappy, thanks for subscribing, man. Thanks for subscribing, Wappy. Oh yes, I forgot to say. 8 equal, yes. I need to address this. So I'll give some shout outs here in momentarily if I miss you. So of course you want to say, hey, there you go, Pinkie Pie. Pinkie Pie's in the play. It's going on to Pinkie Pie. Oh yes, 8 equal. Yes, 8 equal has dropped a new album for everybody to download. So of course right now 8 equal put out the link to his Dropbox. So of course it's Dropbox.com, and then of course there is the whole link. I actually will have to copy and paste that if right here for everybody wants to get that. So of course it's for some reason I don't know why it's not gonna be on the YouTube for some reason, because it doesn't. YouTube doesn't allow links for, I don't know, third-party stuff. But of course 8 Eagle did put out his album. If you want to download it, their link is on the YouTube descriptions. Well, let me just copy and paste this so put it on the SciTube so it'd be much easier for everybody to download. Alright, let me just put it there. There we go. So that is the link to the album. I believe I did that right. I should did that right. Yep, that's right. .rar. Yep, that's the one. So there's the link. I have dropped a link over to SciTube. Much better for if you want it. It's there. Just go to the SciTube and it's just click on that. or you could, if you're in the YouTube, just pretty much copy and paste them to the drop URL. Just make sure to backspace that dot, because that, you know, sometimes YouTube just doesn't allow that for some reason, but that's YouTube. Boop, 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 boop. Oh God, really? No, I don't think nobody's gonna do any donation wars or anything. No, not even Distilling was here. Hey, I forgot to say Distilling was here earlier, so he gets a shout out. So Distilling gets a shout out. It's going on to you, man. Oh boy. What's going on here? Just stuff. All right. Well, okay, guys. Well, think that's everybody for shout-outs. Once again, one last shout-out. Hey, Sharp Splicer. What's going on to Sharp Splicer? Bass Pony, there you are, man. Still looking for names I have not shouted yet. So, do I missed your shout-out name, or you pretty much were here but absent or whatnot? Shout-outs to y'all. Thank you for coming out tonight. I do appreciate you guys coming out tonight for the relay stream of another True Capitalist Radio broadcast right here on the BN. Once again, I am your host, BNK. Yes, I'm just a relay hoster, and of course, if you don't know what relays are it's pretty much a show within a show that's actually casted from another third party, from a first party, which is Blog Talk, being broadcasted. So, of course, it's much for spreading for much around. So, of course, just make sure to follow him, Ghost, you know, onto his Gab account, you know, if you want to follow up on everything. Also, make sure to subscribe, or blogtalkradio.com/ghost. You can, that's his Blog Talk radio site, so you can actually listen to all his archives and all that. But of course, we also archive everything on here on the YouTube with chat rooms and gameplay. So every game sessions and with these chat rooms makes it more refreshing and of course organic, and plus everybody wants to leave something behind before, you know, if we one day pass away or pretty much one day leave the community but wants to come back to see how it was back then, well, people will forever remember how everything was, even after, well, whenever Ghost will end his broadcast, which pretty much we will never know when, but if that point comes, this will be archived and everybody would know how everybody did during those days. Sweet, sweet days. Hey, Liz Porter! Yes, Liz. Going on, Liz. Yes, Miss Ghost there. So, yes, guys. Anyways, what else we had to say? I guess that's everybody else. I mean, I got nothing else to say, guys. I really don't. Aside of it being the weekend is already here, once again, the weekend is already here. So, of course, this weekend, why not all just chillax and do whatever you're going to be planning this weekend? I, of course, would just be more invested on getting more quantum before that quantum hits $50, because after it hits 50, that's pretty much it. Well, that's it for me, because, of course, I want to go. But even though $50 is still a good price, I mean, for that, it's still a cheap deal. I would say you just buy in some quantum, especially at the 33. Is it currently for 33? Yeah. Still good to buy. Still good. And I'll buy more. Buy and hold. And hold it into the quantum core. Because, of course, if you hold it in a quantum core for each and every 100 quantum you own, we get airdropped by different quantum tokens, just like BOT, B-O-T, which if you actually received it yesterday, that's kind of cool to actually receive. So of course I'm gonna, and of course Space Chain, I'm actually gonna get those as well, because of course the airdrops are sweet than you think. So do make sure to actually get some and buy and hold quantum. That's all I want to let you know. Hey, Brave Browser. Oh yes, I forgot to mention about Brave Browser. Hey, hold on, T-Ren has a question. You have a Brave Browser open watching the stream right now. Can you explain how I can earn some BAT from browsing and watching videos again? Go to your, I believe, go to your settings on your Brave browser, and then of course go to BAT. It says right there, Brave Payments. I believe it does. You go to there's a setting where it says you have to go to your payments, and then of course you want to activate it. Once you do that, then of course you can start doing all the browsing and do whatever you shit. I need to close this. Yeah, let me just close this. Anyways, hold on. I think I accidentally. Nope, I didn't. Okay. So go settings. Go to Go to settings. See here. Extension. Yeah, it's payments. Just go to payments, and then of course just turn it on. And then, of course, all that, just pretty much just start doing researching and all that. And, of course, if you do have a YouTube and you're going to make content, then all you to do is pretty much just let everybody know about that. And you earn $5 every time you spread that. You spread and refer people for it. And, of course, I do want to refer everybody. For anybody who wants to join in for Brave. Hey, once again, Pinkie Pie. Hey, Pinkie Pie, thanks for the $2 tip. Ghost is a brony. I'm pretty sure Ghost is maybe hidden behind as a closet, but of course we all know he's pretty much a girl's running. I don't know. Ghost is a brody. Yes. Once again, Brave. All you have to do with TRN is just pretty much go to your go to settings and payments, and then just turn it on, and then just do all your settings. And of course, if you do have a YouTube, all you have to do is just pretty much put it in much everything of your YouTube and link it, and of course it should do everything else, and also set up some stuff. But yeah, for once again, guys, if you guys want to download or pretty much use the Brave browser, all you have to do is pretty much download the Brave browser. Let me just give the link here. If you guys want to support me right here. So let me get that link right there. So there is a link for the Brave browser if you want to download. Of course, what it does is pretty much you can use that, and as told Tyrion, you can use it, and it has an ad block integrated. So of course, in the ad block extension, you don't have to download nothing. It's there. Not only that, if you search and do the browser, it has a BAT, Basic Attention Token, in there that you can actually gain by doing some browsing and watching videos or anything like that. Then all you do is just pretty much have that go to settings and then activate that on the payments, and then bada bing bada boom, just do that, and then you'll pretty much see it. Although I don't know really how, to be honest, but right now I think that's a really cool thing. So of course, click on that on the Brave. Of course, I did put it on the description as well. So of course, if you want to click and download it, it's pretty cool. I love it. It's fast. It's very clean, of course, and of course it's much smoother than Chrome and Firefox combined. And I do recommend it and suggest to everybody just to jump on board, because of course you also get paid too. So how cool is that? What wallet do you need for BAT? Exodus. Definitely Exodus. I'm using Exodus to hold some BATs, and it's pretty much it's pretty nice to actually hold it. Unless you want to hold it in the exchange, but of course I don't recommend it. But a good wallet for it would be Exodus. Just as much as you can, Tyrion. I don't know exactly, to be honest. I haven't gone to the extent of it, so I really don't know. What is my opinion on the AP Mex? Oh, EPMEX. You mean the... that? No. Is it a... Well... Is that a centralized... I thought it was not... I thought that... No, you can't centralize... crypto, because of course it just defeats the purpose of actually having crypto or digital currency rather than just being put into the bank. So that's just I don't know. I think it's a bad move, to be honest. So of course I would just say don't invest in Bitcoin at that point. Come on, it's just He's just not good. He just pretty much saying, "Hey, you know what? Let's have Bitcoins at bank and let the bank use it because, of course, that just doesn't make any sense at all." So no. Oh, really? Is it 404? Hold on. Is it 404? Oh shoot, it is. Hold on. I'll link it again. Here it is. That should work. Oh wait, it's not. It doesn't want to for some reason. Why? What does it mean? Okay. Well, just click on the description. I don't know why is it not wanted to be actually being part of it for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, when I click in the description, it works. If I click the descriptions, I can actually open it. I don't know why if you click on the live feed, it doesn't. Weird. Ah, I see. Still not. I don't think so. I wouldn't. I still want to invest in Bitcoin. Anyways, hold on. I'm actually going back and forth here in the chats. See what's going on. Okay, we're almost. Anyways, looks like. Ooh, it's already time. Ooh, it's already time. Yeah, looks like it's time. Forgot I posted a wall right here on the Twitter because I already tweeted out early on that we're playing the movie here, Blade Runner 2049. Hey, next one. What's going on? Next one. Hello to you, Chris Jaros. Hello to you, and 998 join in. Yes, it's movie time. We're playing Blade Runner. I'll be playing Blade Runner here shortly. Once again, guys, I got nothing better else to say right here because we are done with the stream. All I have to say is just buy and hold Quantum, buy some BAT, buy some 42 coin, buy some salt. That's all I have to say. It's just same thing, same process. Still good price, especially for salt for $5 because that already rose up. So buy as much as you can. That's all I have to say. Nothing to it. And of course, just once again, if you want to download that Brave browser, you can because of course that Brave browser is pretty badass awesome. If you want that link, the link is in descriptions. I try to link it onto the YouTube, but it doesn't work. Hold on, let me also bring it on the side tube if you guys want it, because of course I also have it right below. If you click on that, you can also support me because of course every time you click that and it's a download, of course it helps me as well because it's also awesome. Anyways, what time is listed wrong for 6:30 not 5:30? What? Oh, you mean that? Yeah, I know that. I'll have to fix that. I know. Which Bitcoin fork did Go say I kept mine on regular PC, Bitcoin Cash or Gold? Isn't it not Bitcoin Cash, but Gold? Is it Bitcoin Gold? Yeah, it is Bitcoin Gold. Bitcoin Gold is it? I'll change the description here, Polka Dude. I know I'm gonna have to do that. Crow Soundstar, there you are, man. You get the last shout out here. You can mine Monero with CPU and that's yeah, you can do that, man. That's really cool. And also Zcash if you can. Just make sure you can mine as much Zcash. I would get on Zcash. Most definitely. Anyways, oh Jesus, it's about to be 10 o'clock here, so I'm about to start the movie night here. Once again, guys, head over to the BN Theater if we're going to watch some. If you want to watch Blade Runner 2049 for our movie night, yes, we are playing Blade Runner 2049 for our movie night. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. This does conclude the stream here. I am pretty much done talking, of course. Once again, I'll be hanging out with Ghost and everybody else in the TCR chat room. So once again, if you want to hang with us on the TCR chat room, just make sure to subscribe to Ghost over his Gab account. Make sure to just send your Discord name to him, and he'll send you the invite. And then once you get the invite, click on it. You're in there, and I hope to see you guys there. If I don't see you there, well, hopefully I'll see you guys on the next TCR broadcast. But once again, guys, that is it for the stream. I'm going to end it here. I'm going to watch with you guys over at the Bean Theater for movie night. Or I will see you guys over at the TCR Discord chat room over the weekend or any other time. Or I'll see you guys on the next TCR broadcast. Once again, Bean Theater, if you want to know where it is on the YouTube, it's under the descriptions. Click on it. It won't let me post it on the live stream or YouTube live chat because for some reason YouTube are being cucks, not posting any third-party live stream links for unknown reasons. I don't know why they never will, but it's in the descriptions. Click on it. It's right there, right? It's just right there. BN Theater, SciTube / the Burn Network. It's there. Sneakiest Chameleon. There you are, man. Yeah, you play. Somebody played your own splice. Yes, yes. Well, it was lovely too. Anyways, I'm out of here. Once again, head over to the BN Theater if you want to watch Blade Runner 4029. We will be starting to here in the next 5 minutes or momentarily. So wait for there. If you're watching this on a later other day, there is something playing over there in the BN Theater, so you can always watch that anytime when it's offline or anytime. Just be there. If not, then I'll see you guys next time. So once again, good night to everybody. Once again, happy Mullen Friday to everybody. And till next time, guys. I'll see you guys next time. So good night, everybody. Have a good weekend. Have a good day. If you're watching this on a different day. So good night, everybody, and good day to you all. See you guys next time. So thanks again for the stream, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Till then, see you guys next time. Good night, everybody. See you guys in the BN Theater. We're playing Blade Runner 2049 here momentarily. See you guys over there, or see you then. Bye, guys.